Hello and welcome to the ADLR Podcast, episode 111. This week we talk about Dragon Ball Super since I was late to the party, and also the devil all the time. That was it. The intro. You know what I like to do now? I just started doing it, dancing while that's playing. You guys can't see it because the video's playing. Oh my gosh. So anyway, podcast episode 111. I'm here with Randalius the Great. I need you to look at the camera and say hi. Thank you.
What's up?
We got Brian with sporting the new camera gig. Look at him looking 1080p. On Discord looks not as good because compression, but he's got a new rig set up. So
Who's got a new rig?
Brian's got a 4K GoPro with fucking a new capture card. He looked clean. If he had lighting, clean, dude.
I have light.
That's not lighting.
Yeah, my monitors and then my one light.
That's not lighting. And then we got Kelsey out here.
I'm blind myself. We got Kelsey here with his level 30, looking clean. He went to the gym. He's kicking people in Muay Thai. He's taking names. Look at him. Cutest smile in the world. Look at him.
So I need to get a shirt that says training dummy because I'm the one that they use, in the class as the guy that they beat up.
Today was one of those days?
Mm-hmm.
Where they were like, hey, Kelsey, come over here real quick.
Well, yesterday we spent 15 minutes learning how to do a rear naked choke. And I was the one that was sitting on the ground letting everybody come up and so it's
How's
the
that
one.
one
So
work?
you get your arm
It's this?
over, yeah, just like that, and
Okay.
then you snake the hand behind the head,
And then the other one.
and then
yeah.
you just kind of close up like that, and it cuts off the blood supply to the brain and knocks them out in like 4 or 5 seconds.
That's pretty dope. I mean, don't do this at home, kids. That's pretty dope. Thank you, Brian, for your contribution. I don't even know. I'm sleepy as shit, so y'all are gonna have to carry this entire thing. Cool, Randall, your list looks magnificent this week.
Right?
I didn't do anything.
Huh?
I didn't do anything.
Not
Twice.
with that attitude.
Randall, back to back, not doing anything. What's going on, man?
There's nothing out.
You feeling sad? What's going on?
I load up the Netflix
Randall.
thingamajiggy and I'm
Randall.
looking. There's nothing new, so it's like
Mike.
Randall, this is strike 2 already. Didn't you watch La La Land?
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
See? So not only did you half-ass your viewing of it, but now you don't even write it on there. Worse.
That's why you're
He's
single.
He's too busy refreshing Stock Informer, my guy.
Yeah.
Worse.
I kind of gave up because the information is not looking so good.
I just keep it up while I'm
Wait
working.
until November 12th, and then go down to the store, beat up some little grandmas, fuck little Timmy, fuck little
Actually-
Andrew.
Facts.
I actually heard of an incident that involved somebody's grandmother because she was down there trying to buy a PS5 for her grandchildren.
What happened?
She just got into an argument, like a actual verbal fight.
Like what? How dare you not have copies or stuff, or like what? I don't get it.
Yeah, she was upset because she came down and first she was upset because there was so many people. What do you expect? There's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, we're at the point in America where we're like, fuck it, we'll all get COVID. So there's going to be a lot of people everywhere anyway.
So she was upset about that, but she was upset more so about the fact that she went down there for nothing because, well, I told you, like, they had a whole bunch of consoles. Well, no, I'm sorry.
You didn't tell me about
They
the grandma
had-
thing.
I didn't tell you about the grandma thing, but about how, like, Scott went down there.
Oh, and they only had like 6? Yeah.
Yeah, she was upset about that.
Well, I mean, they're not going to communicate like up to date stock information with you. Like, they're not going to be like, oh, we have 6, we have 5, we have 4. It's not going to be up to the minute, real time inventory data.
Why
You just got
not?
to take a chance.
2020, they should have that shit.
Yo, I agree. That way we don't have to make like misinformed decisions. Like, yo, let's not drive all the way to fucking GameStop and let's say Castleberry or some shit, and then they don't have it.
You know what else
Go-
they should do? Have a
Queue
fucking
systems.
queue so the scammers can't just, buy all this shit.
And some way to like prove you're human besides like captchas and shit. Like, yo, put down your phone number or shit like last force of social security or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like get serious. You know, an email,
Take
not
30
email address.
seconds
That's
to
easy.
input the captcha. Fucking do it.
I don't know. Again, at this point, I just have it open.
Didn't
Like
you say there's a way around capture?
yeah, there's very more expensive bots that can go through the captchas. So that kind of hinders them, but it still doesn't. Obviously, didn't stop them. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, at this point, I just have stock Inform Rebel I work, and then if I hear that annoying ass loud alarm, I'm like, all right, it's game time. Like I'm signed into Amazon just in case. I'm signed into GameStop, all this other stuff. So if it does pop off, I have everything signed in. I just buy it. But if I don't get it, I don't get it. Like I ain't in a rush, bro. That's what's like Cyberpunk comes out and it's not. I still got that to play. Valhalla, Watch Dogs, Legion. Too much. Torchlight 3. Like
You think Valhalla's gonna be good?
I mean, I
gonna be
personally like
fun.
it. I like Odyssey. It's gonna be more of that, but it's you're a Viking now, so I'm down for it. Like I saw the gameplay. And you can get 2 shields on each. You can just Captain America it or walk around with like axes and throw axes and stuff. Like I'm down.
I saw gameplay of Valhalla.
You didn't like it because it's more RPG. Like they went from animation based stuff to more RPG stuff when they did
It doesn't-
Origins.
It reminds me of Odyssey, and I didn't really like Odyssey either.
Yeah, I think it's built on top of it. I'm down. I enjoyed Odyssey a lot. I'm still playing through it. One little area of the map at a time.
I just want to play Miles.
That's I think holiday,
if-
right? In December.
If holiday, if
Into the mic,
December
man.
rolls around, and I'm not sitting in my room
Streaming whatever the new game is.
swinging
What?
swinging from buildings.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I was
what are
swinging
you?
his dick around, but that was,
Yeah, same. I'm like,
It
this
says a
kid-
lot that that's the first thing you guys think about.
It just says that
That's
you
what
like to
you
swing your
wanna
dick.
say.
It says nothing about me because no one made any sexual connotation whatsoever.
I
Anyway.
don't know, man.
What
You're
do you-
constantly talking about your browser's account, so
Yeah, you're like, follow me. We can share our
always
interests.
Talking about cream pies,
God.
semen, always
OnlyFans, like
mentioned. Yeah, pushing junk in. What does that really mean? Ain't
Yeah, exactly.
Are you done?
fucking.
You tell me. Is
And
she
we always
done?
Ask them if they finished.
Yeah. You're just adding to the fire. Don't look at me like I'm gonna save you, bro. What the hell?
I don't
Maybe I
remember
should
what I
do
was
this.
saying.
You're talking about sitting in your room playing Miles Morales
Yeah,
during the
I
holidays.
said if I'm not.
Oh, I think said if you
If
are.
I'm not
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
in December.
Yeah. Well, it's a holiday. They usually use holidays to like give you a window. I don't think they have a specific day in December yet. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, it's not going to be after the 25th.
I guess that's true.
Well, if I'm not swinging from buildings,
That also has a really shady ass way to get the first one too. Like the only way to get the revamped version of the first Spider-Man is to buy the Ultimate Edition of that game, which I thought that's a pretty shady thing to do.
they're not gonna just like release a
Like
new
it's not a
version. You literally have to get the ultimate version of the other one.
of the new one, like the
Yeah.
new Miles Morales, to get the remaster, like the updated
Upgrade.
PS5 version of the first one, which I thought was like, why aren't
That's-
it will sell if you sell it as just a PS5. I don't know what like.
Yeah,
People love that game, so I don't know. I don't get it.
What they'll probably do is actually no, because then someone could probably sue them. I was gonna say they'll sell it Ultimate Edition just to get them to spend more money on the Miles, and then maybe like a month or two down the line, they're like, okay, no, we ported the Spider-Man.
I hope not. They should just have them both as 2 separate things. You can get the first one and the second one, and maybe as a bundle would be nice. But always have that option of I just want to play the first one first to see how it goes. I don't
The
know.
Ultimate
It's
one
weird.
should only include. It should include it, but the Ultimate should have DLC too, right? And then they should have it separate so you can buy the base game upgraded. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You
We'll
should
see.
replay
Like once they had that release, when they released that press release, I was like, I don't know if I'm reading this incorrectly or what the fucking case is. I just put it away. I'm like, it was angering me. So I just moved on because That's just a weird ass way to do it. All right. Where do we go from here, Randall? Do you want to do La La Land? Because this is like the second week without anything on there. You, man. Yo,
No,
I know.
I was going to ask you want me to start with one?
Yeah, I mean, good. I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. Because last week you didn't have much to say about it. So, I mean, what's your take, man? We've been hyping this thing up for you. So,
put the gentleman on there too.
oh my God, that's right. Because he hasn't seen The Gentleman or The Palm Springs.
Yeah, like
The movie right after, Randall. Damn, you were lit, weren't you? The time travel one, man. Or the Groundhog Day one.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, he didn't like that movie, bro. It's only been like 48 hours and he completely forgot about the movie. That sucks, bro. I liked it a lot.
I don't
Are you
know.
awake right now?
I think I'm getting to the point like with my age where
No, I don't want to hear this fucking excuse.
if it doesn't know, not that it's like memory's deteriorating.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think it is.
My bad.
You're like 35.
I think that my my brain is to the point that it's like filtering and allocating like certain like things that are impactful.
Mhm.
It remembers. If it doesn't, it's just like it never happened.
Or just leave it for the wolves and be like, if I remember it, I remember it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that sentence where if you ever ask me something he already asked me, I'm not gonna answer it because it wasn't impactful. Apparently.
Yeah. You just gave us more ammunition, Randall. My magazine filled with
I don't
rounds.
understand why he's coming for me, but okay.
Because look, he's got green on him, bro.
All right.
This way, Randall, you keep turning and talking. Mike, when you speak anything, turn to the mic, not away. You keep going. So what do you want to start with first? I guess you and Brian can. Let's go with that. Let's go with Gentleman because both of you guys saw it. You guys can go back and forth. I hyped this movie up earlier this year. Guy Ritchie film. Came out I think like in February, maybe. Takes place in London about an American gangster selling weed. Played by Matthew McConaughey. Y'all take it from there. What did y'all like? What y'all didn't like? Randall first, because Brian.
Why? Fucking people.
Because
call
Randall
me-
doesn't really talk. That's why he said Randall first.
No, fucking people wait until I'm literally doing anything. I'm
And
gonna
then
call
bam.
you.
Yeah, it's time to. Hey, it's time to. Let's see what he's doing.
Nice,
Work.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Randall.
I actually really like this movie a lot.
Damn right.
I've been listening to that song all day.
The first, the opening sequence, the opening song.
No, Boxes of Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The raps. You actually, I thought you guys were gonna hate that song. When I first saw, I'm like, I'm thinking this, but I thought you guys were gonna be like, this is fucking trash.
Nah, I've been listening to it all day today.
I don't like the chorus, but the introductions for everybody I really liked.
Okay. I'm like, they're not gonna like this part at all. When they got to it, I thought it was cool, but all right, cool. That's good to hear. Good for it.
They call me Ernie. Left him fast on the right and sturdy.
Study.
Oh, I thought we was gonna go back and forth.
I mean, but Rand, I don't know if you've done fit. I interrupted you, so I'm like, let's
It
stop.
doesn't
so
matter.
Can...
It's a conversation. He can say something. I say something. Just
That's not how this works. Because then
does
we
it
get,
literally have to be like I'm on a
I agree with
podium?
Bryant.
I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. Didn't like this. Like this. Didn't like. I don't want to do that. I just want to have a conversation. I don't remember everything, so maybe if he says something, it might spark
Right,
something. So.
I will give you the conversation aspect of it because you do.
Did
tend
you
to
see the
actually
movie?
have a conversation? But normally it's Brian goes, "Yeah, it was cool. Had all these things in it. This was awesome. Didn't really care for this, whatever." And then, what did you think, Randall? What Brian said.
Yeah. You say it's a conversation. Well,
Are
you
we
should
done with this?
you should have thrown it to Brian instead of just stayed quiet. If you wanted Brian to speak, you would say, "Hey, what'd you think of Colin Farrell, Brian?"
What you got, Brian?
Fucking Christ, dude.
Do I answer Anthony's question then? Because he directed it. Bit? Yeah, Randall, who's your favorite character? I'm gonna start with that because then I can gush about the characters after that.
He loved Matthew McConaughey. I know that. He's like, yo, that man's suave. I take him to bed. I remember him saying that.
Nah, man. I would have to say Colin Farrell's character is probably my favorite character.
Really, Colin Farrell's as well?
Yeah, because he was like a gangster in his own world. Like,
Yeah.
he's a trainer or whatever, so he can fight, which is a huge plus. And then like, he's just like, him and his crew is just so well organized. Even like,
Oh, yeah. So yeah.
even to be in the situation that he was in with. Also, what I really liked about him is how like he stepped up and took the heat for his crew.
Yeah.
He was like, leave my lads alone.
Yeah.
I'll
take responsibility.
take
for it.
responsibility for this or whatever.
Randall, I want you to do an Irish accent.
I can't.
For the lads. I'll take
Just
for
try
me
as-
and my own.
As hard as you can. Give me one sentence. First sentence that comes to mind. I just want to see what happens.
That's close. I don't know. That's close.
That wasn't it.
Yeah. I don't know.
That wasn't it. I don't.
Steel's heavier than feathers. No, I know.
I need something. I don't know. I have to think of something to
What's
try
your
to
favorite
figure
line
out
from the movie?
how to contort my voice so that it sounds like that. I don't know. There was a lot of good lines in the movie. Well, I wouldn't say most of them were verbal. It was more like when Colin Farrell's character peeked around the corner, he was like,
Yeah, he said that's 4. Oh my gosh, yeah, that
The more characters they introduced, I don't know. Everybody kept outdoing themselves, so it was just a race to see who I liked more. At least for me. So at first it wasn't. I liked McConaughey, and then I'm trying to think who they showed after that. Then it showed Charlie. What's his actor's name?
Charlie Dunham.
Charlie. Yeah, that guy. Like, what was his name? Raymond. Raymond
Yeah.
In the movie.
Raymundo.
Fletcher. Immediately, I was like, yo, Fletcher, hilarious.
Yep.
And then
That's
the story kept
played
going.
by Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And so he was in the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
They introduced Matthew McConaughey even more, so he was getting up there. They introduced his wife. At that point, it's just a 2-person race between his wife, Rosalind, and Hugh Grant. And then Raymond gets more personality, so then he's up there. Then we see Colin Farrell.
And he slaps the kid.
I'm trying to think who it is actually. I want to say still Rosalind, probably. I just like the way she talks to everybody. With a runner-up Colin Farrell, because there were some scenes where I was like, okay, I get it, but then he outdid it. So then when he was on the phone with whoever it was, I was like, okay, I get it. He's funny, sarcastic asshole. And then when he's talking to his student early, and then he leaves, and he's like, oh, I know who is who gave me the information, and he snaps.
Now you're fucking telling me.
Did
I say stop?
Yeah. Those over-the-top scenes that I thought were pretty good. They kept them.
Oh my god.
That's probably one of my favorite parts.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know the same director for this was A Man from Uncle. I did A Man from Uncle, and then after I realized that, I was like, this makes a lot of sense actually.
He makes great films, man. When a Guy Ritchie movie comes out, you got to go check it out. That's why I went to go see it right away.
Oh, come on! I like the movie. Like, I don't know. It felt. It kind of felt like it was. I wouldn't say made for me, but I don't think there was like a dull moment. At least for things that I like, I don't feel like there was a dull moment. Even if there was characters I didn't like, they were still like needed, I guess, for the story, or they purposely made me not like them. They did a good job, like Dry Eye or
and
what's
Matthew.
that other guy's name? Matthew. They made you like, yo, somebody has to do something. The music choices were cool. It didn't feel like the movie dragged on, though. I do think at the end, like the last plot twist, it was resolved like that.
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, I think it's already been like 2 hours. So there's like, we're not gonna go through another 40 minutes of this. So
I like the way they told the story as well, where it's current present time. They keep going back and then intermissions
Uncharted.
and then they're like, wait, what the fuck is that? And then they explain whatever is shown, or you
Mhm.
see what the hell that is. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Out of the 5 movies I've seen this year, it's at the top.
I mean, sometimes you gotta just DOS, bro. That's my new motto, by the way. It's just DOS. DAAS. So just get to know it. Randall, what you think? Do as Anthony says. So, Randall, what do you think? What do you think of the dialogue? What do you think of those accents right there, dude? I'm not from London or Irish in any way, but God, they're just so entertaining to listen to.
I always loved the European culture. Like,
then why don't you just marry it?
I used to listen to this female rapper called Lady Sovereign.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
I'm listening, Randall. What do you mean?
Oh, because Kelsey started. Okay. Whatever.
What are you doing, Randall? Like, you were off your game.
No, because he laughed. So I'm like, I didn't. What I said wasn't funny. So no, I didn't hear Bryant. What did Bryant
say? He's just like, it sounded like he said "oh," but I've heard you say he said "oh."
Yeah,
but I just laughed because it was like, "oh."
No, I don't like her at all. That's why I went over.
Okay.
But continue.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I always like their music. I like their music and their culture a lot. So, seeing that movie probably added to why I liked it so much.
Okay. So I think this last question is Brian already answered it with his top 5 award 2020. Yeah. I've been telling you to keep watching movies. Y'all ain't doing shit. So, I mean, Randall, do you recommend it?
You bitch.
What he said?
Brian,
he called you a bitch. You gonna let him talk to you like that?
You should start recommending movies, Brian, by saying, "Don't watch this shit. It's horrible." Brian, you're never gonna watch it.
Anthony still doesn't watch the movie I recommended, and both me and Randall did. So you can sit there and just suck cock all day if you want.
Wait, with 5 movies on his list, bro. Try again.
What does that mean? That means the 5 that I chose to watch, I enjoyed.
Okay.
What?
Randall, hit me with you recommend it or not?
Definitely.
Yeah. Sounds like DOS is in effect. So let's keep it going, dog. Right after that. For me, it is. I don't care if you guys join in or not.
Because you literally recommended that one. Was it Quibi show? And that was lackluster. So you don't have a winning track. Or
I don't need a winning track. I just do it, and that's it. You guys are understanding how DOS works. That's the problem. You just do as Anthony says. That's how it works. Lit. I'm closing the stream. If that keeps going, it's gonna keep going. So I guess just get ready to close the stream. I don't know what to tell you.
You should short, I guess.
Maybe. Oh, speaking of which, yours is up on the Bugatti's only stuff. I reworked it. It has the Mass Effect font on it. Come at me, EA. No. Should I put it in caps?
It's just more bold that way.
Ew. We'll see. Who? Yeah, can you let him smile and laugh? Why you gotta question him?
Because I want to smile and laugh too. So I want to know what he's smiling about.
Slamming?
Smiling.
What is slammer?
Slamming.
On the street to the slammer for my crew.
Watching. There's a video of a cow, a guy dressed in a cow suit, holding up a sign that says "Eat more chicken," and then 2 guys in chicken suits walk up and are starting to try and fight the cow. And then out of nowhere, 3 more guys in cow suits show up. And then 3 more guys in chicken suits show up. And they're having a pillow fight.
That's an excellent video. That is an excellent video.
I will share this to you so that you can watch it and laugh too.
Don't send it to me. They even write La La Land on the doc.
I'll check that out. All right, so then I guess back-to-back slammers. Yeah, Palm Springs. Palm Springs. Back to back. Double feature. I'm like, yo, we're gonna go from like a Guy Ritchie movie to Groundhog Day rom-com. What do y'all think?
What exactly does rom-com mean?
Romantic comedy.
Oh,
Having the chat says, Brian, did you see that Transformer Bucciarati turns into a Bugatti? I mean, that makes sense, but that's really good. That makes sense though.
Yeah, but it gets dark afterwards.
Damn it, fucking! And now he's widescreen, so you see the entire dance.
The new cam has kind of that fishbowl effect, though. It has like that rounded edge.
That's what I told him.
going
He says that he can't, like, once it's in 4K mode, it limits him. He can't do the FOV smaller. It's really weird. I don't know why GoPro does that.
So there's three FOVs that let you choose. It's linear, wide, super wide, right? I guess the higher you go in resolution, so 4K only wide. They said, "Shut up, you're doing this," right? When I went to 1080p, it let me do all three, and I didn't try the 2160 in the middle, so maybe it limits it. But I don't know if it's even visible if it's downsampling or not. So I don't know if I should keep running it at 4K or not.
Probably not. I don't know what it's doing.
I
but
messaged him because I was like, I thought at first we're having a visual artifact with it because there's just like random green shit at the bottom, and then he started, he put his fingers over top of it. I was like, oh, that's his keyboard. That's cool. It was like, what? It didn't process that, he had the keyboard, and then I saw that he like moved his mouse, which is also green, and then and then he started like typing on the keyboard. I go, oh, big brain time. Here we go.
it's because you're used to not seeing that stuff. So when you saw the light green, I did the same thing when he joined the call. I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, oh, it's keyboard.
did you know he was getting the camera?
Yeah, he was asking me what to get in terms of capture card and how to set it up. And then we ran into this situation where I cannot read. So then I gave him stats on a wrong motherboard. But luckily I bounced back and I'm like, MacGyver it. And here we are, working. That's what I do, Randall.
Literally left me sad. I was using my computer, sat in the corner. I was like,
yeah, but then you followed what rule, Randall? Brian? Both of you? We should be following this rule, but what did you follow, Brian? DOS. That's it.
Protein.
No, you got to have some carbs. You got to fuel yourself up.
Analyze me, Captain.
Did you say what did he say?
I don't know.
You say analyze me? We're moving on.
Then you can
I would.
fan, so you can't.
Yeah.
If I stand still, you.
Yeah, I have a lot of ways to figure out whether you're stuck or not. Randall, Johan answered your question earlier. Romcom stands for Roman computers. Well, Randall's loading. Brian, what do you think of Palm Springs?
That's the boom, right? We watched Palm Springs on Sunday.
Yeah, boom.
At first, my first worry was I was gonna get tired of Andy
Samberg's
character.
Yep.
Because like his comedy usually in bursts, I'm okay with it. Prolonged, I'm like,
What?
go to someone else. Like whenever the episodes in Brooklyn Nine-Nine were like Peralta
heavy.
Mm-hmm. I was like, when someone else coming in. But when he was just someone else and he comes in and says something stupid and moves on, I was like, okay.
Okay.
That being said, it was not an issue for me in this movie. I thought that the plot was, despite them having huge plot holes because it's not supposed to be an actual science fiction movie.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable on his end. I don't remember her actual name, but the lady from How I Met Your Mother, very charming. I liked how she played. I liked their chemistry.
Yeah.
I didn't think she would be like. I've never seen her in a
drama,
like a non How I Met Your Mother comedy or anything like that. I never seen her in a comedy outside of that, so I didn't know if she was like actually funny. But no, she did a good job. Everything felt genuine. Didn't feel like she was just trying to fit a character. So maybe whoever the writers were, they maybe knew her and just wrote her in. Essentially, maybe that's what happened.
Is it me or is Brian going Robo Dancer?
That's you.
It's-
He sounds fine to me.
Gotcha. So I think it's just me then.
No, Discord on my end keeps going from green bar to red bar.
Yeah, I've been having that too. Mine's currently showing a terrible connection, but I'm not having any problem hearing him. Do we want to try and switch servers?
Can I do that from here or no?
I think you have to do it from the podcast call itself.
I think it's just my internet because you guys' streams are buffering randomly too. So
Lit.
it's just one of those few times where, hey, Brian, we'll fuck you over. You had nice things work for you. We'll just fuck around with you real quick.
Okay, I swapped it to south. Let's see how that turns out for us.
All right. I don't remember what I was saying.
I'm not sure why it was on east anyway, but
What was I saying?
you thought the other lead, the lady, was doing well.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons, I mean, anything he's in is usually he does a good job. Whether it's a serious movie like Whiplash to fucking
a comedy.
Jameson, yeah. He I don't know. He doesn't miss.
You're a sick fuck, Roy.
I wonder if he's like that in real life.
Say again.
J.K. Simmons. I wonder if he's like that in real life.
Like what? They just like
The way he talk, because a lot of his characters are very similar to the way they talk, no matter what movie he's in.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if a lot of that is his real personality bleeding into his characters.
Well, a little. That's part of the acting. You put a little bit of yourself in it.
I would love to meet him. He just sounds like an awesome dude.
Yeah, he seems like one of those people who like tells you crazy stories about things that happened to him in his life, and you're just like sitting there like hanging on every word because he's so good at like telling the story and explaining.
He is the most perfect J.J. Jameson ever.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. He did an astounding job.
Him and Hugh Jackman seem like the most humble, easy to get along with people in real life. Anytime I see Hugh Jackman and he's usually smiling, I'm like, you earned your life. Like, you ever see someone that
What the fuck?
You ever see someone that like they don't seem like an asshole or they like cheated their way to wherever they are? Like they're just a nice guy, you know. They I don't know. He just seems like a genuine dude. Every time he wins, I feel like I win.
Okay.
Like I'm glad that he's successful. He's one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you just gave me the title of this episode. So.
What's the title?
He's earned his life.
Okay.
That's some morbid shit to say.
Yeah, those two seem like swell people. Yeah, he the bits that he was in this movie were hilarious. Those Groundhog Day things, I'm starting to realize that I really enjoy that, just because you get the same time frame or the same scenario happening, but it's like an interesting way to give you multiple perspectives around it. So you're not following just the main storyline. Sometimes it fucks up, and then you see like the smaller pieces in it. I think that's really cool. That's all I have to say. I enjoyed it.
I would like to get like an hour's worth of advice, just like sitting down in a chair in the back of a house where, like, you know how those really nice houses where the backyard is actually like it looks like an ocean because they're in some remote location. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe with a picture I might know, but offhand I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Well, anyway, like just sitting there chilling with J.K. Simmons and what is his name?
Hugh Jackman
from Red.
Oh, the older dude.
John Malkovich?
Yes.
John Malkovich, thank you.
And just sit and like listen to them talk about junk, man. Like that's got to be the most interesting conversations.
Well, John Malkovich might shoot you, so.
Why?
His character was crazy in Red.
Oh.
I just want Morgan Freeman to narrate my life.
I mean, I've heard that. People like that. I don't think I want that. I like his voice in movies, but I don't want him narrating my life. Imagine do it like in the middle of sex or you're masturbating and he's like, and he strokes another, and he's stroking, and he's stroking. Yes, he's stroking. He's about to come. He came. No, I don't need that. I really don't need that.
Question everybody here then. Who do you think would be the perfect narrator to your life?
Myself.
Who that matters would be a good narrator?
Definitely myself.
Who would celebrity?
I was actually just sitting here thinking.
You're sitting here thinking about who's gonna tell you you're coming right now.
No, who would be a good narrator for like my life?
No, Randall. What you need to understand, Randall, is who do you want to hear say that you're coming while you're masturbating?
He doesn't have to say that.
That's narrating your life, Randall. That's included. When you're about to bust a nut in someone, they're going to be saying,
and I'm not having sex, so I don't have to worry about that.
Well, if you do, like, you need to keep that in mind. The worst parts of your life, so it's going to be narrated.
I already know what mine is. You asking who do I want to hear say I'm coming kind of made me choose immediately. I want Tracy Morgan to voice my life.
Wow.
You gonna Google yourself? I Google myself a lot.
Oh, he's coming right now.
Oh shit, Javi wants Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I have no idea. I just hit random every day. Can I pick random, and a random human being will just narrate my life?
One. First person that comes to mind, go.
Master Roshi.
That's not a.
You say he doesn't matter. Say he doesn't matter. Say he doesn't matter. I don't care. Say he doesn't matter, Brian.
You haven't even played him in Dragon Ball.
I don't need to. The hell? I saw him get swole in the anime. Oh, they already got one here. Johan's gonna narrate my life. Boy, you're in for a fucking treat.
Someone that is in God tier.
I was gonna say James Earl Jones, but I'm not sure.
Mufasa?
That'd be another good one.
Okay, Randall, want me to do a James Earl Jones of you coming, or like?
That's the thing. If he had to do that part, I think he would say it in such a way that would be very tasteful.
The seaman approaches the tip. Simba.
That's
All
Jeez.
All that you come on will be yours.
Wow.
You got to keep that in mind, Randall.
You own as far as you can come.
You own it, yeah. Do you want the circle of life to start playing really loudly as soon as you like bust a nut? The circle of life. As soon as you're just like painting the person down.
You know what would be even better now?
John says that was pretty poggers of him, not gonna lie. Lit.
The guy from Police Academy who does the sounds is a runner-up for who I want to narrate my life. Just make sounds.
That works too. Yo, Randall, so what do you think of Palm Springs, bro?
I thought it was all right. It was
Oh, thank God you continued talking, Randall, because if you just stopped that, I thought it was all right and looked at me like you were done, we were fighting. I would put this camera here and that's the content now. What do you think of the time traveling? The groundhog? You like that format of storytelling?
It's
where they slowly get... No, I mean, the way they did it. Where each person's secrets were slowly revealed because of the time loop.
It wasn't like anything like, oh, snap. It was just, okay. I mean, at the time when stuff did happen that they didn't immediately reveal to you, you were kind of, at least I was kind of like, what happened? Like,
well, they did. They did. Because that's like my third time watching that movie. And now that you know what happens, you can start seeing the signs. Like what's been happening. Like from the beginning, you can be like, oh, okay. They left like signs of what's happened for each person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you rewatch it again, knowing what you know, you can be like, oh, the entire time. Which is good.
So you saw the sign?
Yeah.
Did it open up your eyes?
They always open, baby. Don't you just smile at me. We got to keep it going. Yes, and. Okay. So you guys both recommend it or nah? Like,
no, I do.
Randall, what you think?
The one thing I will say, it's kind of a negative, and it's not just this movie. Why do people think just saying the word fuck is hilarious? Like when they write in just every sentence is fucking this, it kind of gets old. There's scenes in this movie where they kind of did that, but besides that, that's a complaint I have.
That's just modern comedy at this point.
Obviously, I'm not a person who likes profanity, but
That's not what I heard.
like
right.
I must say that if there's anybody who can probably say that word multiple times and you probably won't get tired of it, it's Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I get tired of him saying it immediately. Now that's the one that's like for me. Stop.
Really?
Yeah, like he's got to the point where that's already dead and gone for me.
Interesting.
Like we get it. You can curse.
If you have an accent, it's funnier to me. So if Colin Farrell just kept with his normal Irish accent,
Yeah, the
he kept
folk.
saying it, it's entertaining to me.
I love to hear Australians say it.
How do they say it?
I forget. I think he's Australian. He's a comedian.
Fuck, is there something like that?
I'm trying to think of his name. Jim Jeffries.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to watch it. I don't remember him saying it. Fuck.
He uses it a lot. He also
Fuck
uses
him.
cunt a lot too.
I heard that is such a horrible word, man.
What? What'd you say?
I'm
man?
not going to repeat it, but I heard that is like a really horrible word, especially to say to women.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Basically, the equivalent is like a higher up for calling them a bitch.
It's like a compliment in Australia.
Yeah, like even in the gentleman, they say they say it to each other like it's saying hi. Like that's just how European culture. Everyone's a cunt. So it's
I think the Irish and Scottish use it a lot too.
So like it's just perspective where you were. It's just where your I guess your surroundings, your environment. People get offended by.
Since we're kind of talking about this, I didn't put it on the list, but
I'm aware.
There was this movie that I watched called Run, and I thought it was a different movie. I thought it was you remember when we were.
Go ahead, man. Keep going.
Why are you laughing?
For me,
You need to stop worrying so much while everybody else is laughing.
It's not worry.
Boring.
If someone's laughing, I want to laugh too. So
it's not gonna be funny to you. People don't laugh at the things I laugh at.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because I imagine you hitting play on Run and nobody's walking. You're like, oh, this isn't walk, and then you just like got upset. No one's laughing. Now we just wasted time. Go ahead. That makes me laugh.
Okay.
See?
You know the movie that we were after? I forget what we were watching or if we watched something. It was this weekend, and we were you was flipping through the movies, and I was like, "Could you go to that?" No, it was I think it was at your mom's house.
Yeah.
And I asked you to stop at it. Yeah, so I could read the synopsis, and it said it was called Run. It was a lady on the cover.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I remember that incident. You're like, oh, let me see that.
Yeah.
And, okay.
That movie.
Okay.
It ended up not being that movie. It ended up being a different movie.
Oh, like it's not the right file?
Correct.
Got it.
So, go ahead.
Do you want him to tell you? Because come on, Randall.
I want to know what he was getting ready to say.
I didn't get ready to. I laughed because of the situation.
Oh, I thought he was getting ready to say something and I cut him off.
Yo, you need to wake up, bro. Have you had caffeine today?
That's being aware. That's
awake?
not sleeping.
Are you sleeping right now?
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
You tell me.
So it ended up being a movie with like some people. It took place in a town in Scotland. So it was like the accent. Oh my god, man! Like sometimes when we were watching The Gentleman, when they would talk, sometimes it depends. Most of the time, I can understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
But sometimes it might be a little bit of stuff that like slipped by. You're like, what the heck did he just say? Yo, this entire movie, I was like, my brain was on fire. I could not understand what their accent was so thick and strong.
You couldn't parse through it.
Kept rewinding it, bro. It was like I was listening to a mixtape, trying to learn the lyrics. Like every time, I was like, "What?" And then I put on
the subtitles.
The subtitles, and the subtitles wasn't even working. It would just put ... Or nothing would come up
because they didn't know what the fuck was being said.
It's like, jeez.
There's two movies where you could tell me they said that and I'd have to believe you. And the first one is Brad Pitt in Snatch, where he's the Irish
Oh
guy.
yeah,
No clue what the fuck he said. The second one is Jeff Bridges in that, what is it? Old Gridiron Gang, something like that. Remember that one movie?
Gridiron. Oh, you mean talking about
It's-
old? It's with
It was like to
Chris
Western with
Pine.
Jeff Bridges. True Grit.
True Grit. Never mind. That's a different movie then.
That I
I
still
was
don't
thinking of
know
Hell or High Water. Yeah, he went super southern. I don't know what the hell he was going in. I don't know what the hell he was.
threaten my family with that accent. Like, yeah, dude, I'm a fan. Like, I don't know what he said.
So what did you end up like?
The only way I kind of knew what the movie was about was I went on IMDb to hopefully get Wikipedia to get a more descriptive understanding of what the movie was about,
Okay,
and B, there were pictures. I mean, you know, the screen.
Oh,
the
you mean
stuff that you actually see.
Got
Like
it.
I was able to like put one and one together. Like, oh, okay. I don't know what this conversation is about, but okay. I don't know what they just said, but okay. That jump, man. Oh my god. I don't know. It's almost like it was not human language.
it's a human language. It's just this thick accent.
I mean, some of the stuff that they say is cool. Like once I figure out what they said,
Like Jimmy the Snicket.
no, like I can't think of something they said. It would be like a common word,
Tim.
but it just sounds way different than the way we say it.
Like love.
No, I would have
Mostly
to.
Scottish people use, English a lot. I don't think it's English. Like reading
think-
some of the shit that people post on Twitter and things, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is that I just.
It's like they
read.
have, they have different terminology for common things.
Yeah, like biscuits. Biscuits or cookies.
Well, yeah, that's a Euro thing though. Like, cause like French fries in America is called chips, and to them.
Mhm.
Yeah, fish and chips.
But I'm talking about something like a door.
It's a knob.
See, it would be something weird like that. Like I'm like, what? Okay. Like I still don't understand why they call apartments flats.
Because they flat. The floor's flat right now.
Okay.
That's it. It's flat. That's it. And it rhymes with apartment.
Flat rhymes with apartment.
Yeah.
You've never written a poem before, have you?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
He's got bars.
What are we?
though.
I don't even know where we're at, to be honest. Did you guys say if you like Palm Springs? Randall's still waiting. I'm waiting. Brian said yes. Randall, I'm still waiting for. And then he started talking about flats.
Oh. I don't know, man.
You don't know if you like this movie, Randall.
Yeah, because there was like, I think I don't want to mistake liking the movie for just being intrigued because I don't know what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like this movie is fresh and is new. I have no idea what's going on, but I want to know what's going on, so that has my attention. But now that I know what's going on, like, was that really an enjoyable movie? It's like,
So I guess the question to ask you is, now that you know the story, was it worth your time? I guess because if it had your interest until the end,
I don't think so. Because I feel like there's so many movies that have this same formula. I'm trying to honestly think if there was something different. I haven't seen Groundhog's Day in a very long time, so I don't really know. But there was that other movie, like the girl that got killed, and she would wake up again. It was like in college or something like that, and she kept
Death
repeating
Day,
the
Happy Death Day or something.
Oh, happy
Yeah,
Death
that.
Day.
that. I think that the formula is almost the same, except for I don't think it involves a portal. But it's the same premise. It's like, you live through something, and when you either you die or you fall asleep or whatever the rules are, which it seems to be the same across the board for all these types of movies. You wake up and then you rinse and repeat, which I've seen multiple times.
Okay.
So I don't know off the top of my head if there's anything unique about this movie that is like, oh, yeah, I recommend this.
Well, it's not a unique thing. Is did you enjoy your time with it? That's it. It's not if it's unique, if you haven't seen
That's
it.
what would make me recommend a movie if it's something unique where it's like, oh yeah, you need to check this out because of X, Y, and Z.
I don't think that's not on par with your history, Randall.
What do you mean?
You've recommended stuff that's not unique.
Not to you. It was to me. That's subjective. I mean, like, I find plenty of things unique that you don't.
Okay. Well,
you can play an entire game from beginning to end and not care a lick about the story,
Randall,
but I can't do that.
Randall, unique is not a subjective thing. Unique is do with history.
Is.
No, unique has to do with if something's alike. That's a comparison. An objective comparison.
I think it's subjective because
whether you like it or not is subjective.
You and I can find. You can look at something and be like, "Oh, I think that's uniquely done," and I can be like, "Not to me."
That means I'm wrong
seen that
because
before.
Then I'm wrong and it's not unique.
How is it not? How is it not? If you've never seen it before, then it is unique.
You're getting further away from the frame, Randall. I'm gonna suplex you in the frame because
unique isn't whether if you've seen it or not; it's if it's been done or not. So
yeah.
Let's say I'm trying to think something that caught your mind. Let's say in the Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Yo, they did this. That's cool.
Why that movie?
I'm using that because he enjoyed it, and it's in its genre. It's pretty cookie cutter.
Got it.
So I remember you saying you like this scene where he went under with his bike or whatever. He went under the fucking, what are those called? Like big rigs, right? With like the container, like the whatever. And he went under with his bike, and then he came out the other side. That scene itself isn't necessarily unique.
Okay.
But you enjoyed it.
Okay.
That's what we're telling you, Randall.
Yeah, but I didn't say it was unique. I just said that I thought it was really cool.
Okay.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, you said.
But you recommended that movie.
It's unique.
Okay, and.
But you recommended a movie that wasn't unique.
Okay.
And I just now asked you, why don't you recommend this one?
I think the misunderstanding is that you heard me say that I recommend movies that I find unique, and then your brain was like, he only recommends movies that he find unique, which is not the truth. I'm saying that one reason why I recommend movies is because I find them unique. Okay. And I'll be like, yo, watch this.
Okay.
I did not say I only recommend movies if I find them unique. I didn't say that.
But when I asked you why you don't recommend this one, it's because there was nothing unique.
Yeah. In relation to this movie.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna
like, why is everything you have like you're thinking like it's a program? It's not a program. Like in this particular movie, no, there was nothing unique. So I can't say I recommend it. But that does not apply for every single movie that I watch.
Hey man, whatever, dude. I haven't gotten the firmware update yet.
Is that the only reason you don't recommend it?
What? If it's not unique?
No, so the Palm Springs, specifically this movie. Is it not being unique the only thing that's keeping you from recommending it?
No. It's just nothing.
What are the other factors then?
It wasn't that funny to me. I felt like it could have been a bigger climax when it came to like the ending. Other than doing said thing.
What thing?
I mean, I will spoil the movie, man.
What thing?
Anyway. So I don't know, man. It's I was just along for the ride.
Okay. That's fair. I guess I use this
like if I had went to the movie theater to watch this.
Go ahead.
I probably would have been pretty I wouldn't say angry, but
disappointed.
No, not disappointed, because that would imply that I thought it was going to be good. I would be more discouraged that I spent money on it.
All you did was replace discouraged with disappoint, because you're disappointed you've wasted money on it.
No, I said I wouldn't say disappointed. He said disappointed, and I said I wouldn't call it disappointed.
Okay.
I would be discouraged because I spent money on it. Discouraged and disappointed is not the same thing.
I understand that, but you're not using it correctly. That's why I'm looking at you weird, because discouraged means it's preventing you from doing something. You've already spent the money.
Because I didn't spend it wisely.
Okay, that's a completely different sentence now. So
Okay, so you would regret it, I guess?
Yeah, that would be
okay. Regret would be a better word, yeah.
Discouraged
me
means
some
having lost.
fucking mix-ups.
Discouraged is actually correct. Having lost confidence or enthusiasm is hard.
Yeah.
To spend money he already spent? That is not valid.
It is valid because I wasted money. So it makes me unhappy that I wasted money on something that I did not feel that warrant the value of it. Like, I spent my hard-earned money on a trash movie.
Uh-huh.
So that discourages me. Huh?
Because it's not right. That's why it sounds weird.
I just read you the definition.
That wasn't applying to that sentence you said, Randall.
Okay. Did you not hear what he just said?
I did.
What did you get in English? And
Obviously,
grammar?
a higher grade than you, Randall.
No, you did not, bro, because I got all A's, homie.
I got all A+, so I'm right again. So
Oh,
Das,
all right.
again, let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Do as Anthony says.
All right.
So, Randall, next rom-com. La La Land. Me and Brian have been telling you to watch this for like 3 years now, right? And Kelsey, but we all know that's not happening. So let's
To watch what?
La La Land.
Just keep going.
It's a-
Just don't say
Already
it,
seen
just keep going.
Homecoming.
I figured when he said what, I knew he was listening, so that's why I just told you to keep going, Anthony.
Well, it was up to Randall. I asked him the question.
You repeated it.
Oh, La La, yeah, I did. Go for it. So you saw it in 2 sittings.
I wish I had never watched that movie. And I'm sorry, Brian, that might hurt you. I mean, no disrespect, but it could be because maybe it was directed good, if that makes sense. Because it was like, I liked the characters and I wanted them to be together, but then they don't end up together. Like, what the heck? Like, that pissed me off, man. That whole scene at the end when he's like playing the piano and then he sees her and then he sits down to play. And I knew as soon as he sat down, I knew he was going to play that song. I knew it. And I thought that when they were doing the whole montage of them being together,
The what if.
I thought that it was her thinking in her head, like, this is what I really want or really wanted. And I thought that was going to be the motivating factor for her to like leave her husband and be with him because, I don't know, reasons. She truly loved him or whatever. But that didn't happen. And then it was
It is
like,
George Clooney's worst movie, so.
Ow. That hurt.
huh?
What you mean, huh, Randall? George Clooney's not in the movie. He hasn't seen the movie.
That's why it confused me. Like, why did he say that?
Just to sound like you're fucking killing me today, dude. Because he hasn't seen it, so it's him making a joke as if he saw it. Yo, Randall, I need you to get some caffeine in you, bro. Not now because it's not.
Me. You the one that said the off the wall comment.
But we understood why he said it. That's what you're looking at me like I have the answer.
I saw no reaction from Brian. He was just looking at the screen.
Because he knows he hasn't seen
'cause- and
Homecoming.
He was disappointed. Did you not see the like him dying? You know, in the death in his eyes. Like, this bitch. I don't know why I associate with him.
Damn, man. Did
It
you
was
sleep
written
good?
all over his face. Now
Come
it's
on,
in
man.
4K. How could you not see it?
Well, I mean, no. What we're seeing on stream is not
Shut
4K.
up.
Okay,
Shut
I'm just letting you know how compressions
It's
work.
originally in 4K.
Yeah.
Finish,
Got it.
bitch.
No, I do that shit to Shannon all the time. Like like Tupac or something will come on and be like, oh, it's my favorite Justin Bieber song. You know.
Because clearly Randall Tupac is not Justin Bieber.
No, the whole time he said that, I'm thinking like,
When was George
he in
Clooney?
it?
Yeah.
Did he have like a small part?
No, he was
No.
not. Maybe produced
No,
it
this
and
was,
published
this
it.
was
Like, I don't.
not Tom Cruise and
Tropical
Fuck.
Thunder.
I can't think of
Tropic
the
Thunder?
one where he plays
Thunder.
the fat bald guy in the at the
Tropic
very end.
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, yeah. Did Randall say something? I couldn't hear him.
So La La Land.
Said it like 3 times.
I couldn't hear him because he mumbled, and like I was talking.
I
and
was
so
not
I really
mumbling.
couldn't use it.
No, he
you
legit.
mumble, dude. You okay? Half the
He's about to
time
give
we're
me
on
an
the
example
podcast,
that does not apply to right now.
Yeah.
like talking over here. He doesn't fucking like leaning the mic. And like when he gets excited. Oh, it's oh man, it's oh dude, like you have no idea. Let me go walk in the other room real quick so I can yell.
No, he legit said it as like it was legit Tropic Thunder.
I
Tropic
couldn't hear
Thunder.
him. I did not hear him. His mic
That's-
is like super low compared to yours when it's coming through.
Well, because I'm like making out with mine at this point.
Nobody asked you, Peanut Gallery.
What am I doing? Oh, George Clooney and La La Land. Go ahead, Randall. You were pissed off at the ending.
Yeah, I explained why. That's other than that.
So you don't recommend this?
No, I would not say that. The movie is done very well. The cinematography, man,
It just wasn't directed correctly.
it was really, really, really good. The lighting.
The
It was
music?
in the
music.
beginning of the movie, I was cringing because I was
starts
like,
off with the song.
Oh my, they start singing on the highway. I'm like, oh my God, please. I don't know if I can get through this movie. But then I think it's just like only like 4 major songs in the entire movie.
There's only 4 major like dance sequences,
Yeah.
but there's still a lot of singing and the music in between.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a long song. It's more like I'm singing a conversation, something really quick and
dirty
dirty.
with substance.
I'm pretty sure that like that was like known. Bryant, I vaguely remember Bryant's review being, I don't really care for singing movies, but this was like amazing.
Yeah.
I hate musicals.
Yeah. That would be the verbatim.
When they were singing, I still didn't like
In the
it.
rain?
There's no rain scene, right?
No.
They don't sing in the rain in this. No, never mind. Dang it. I was gonna say you're right, but no, I don't think they do. They sing at night at one point, but
The best part of the movie for me,
he is.
Yeah.
Jake Simmons is in this.
he was like, I don't think that's what you're saying, but no, are you an idiot?
He's like, you an idiot? Oh my goodness.
I can hear his voice say that, and it's just so perfect. Are you an idiot?
He's like, you need to watch. It's fun.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I would say him, that scene, Ryan Gosling's character, and
His name is Sebastian.
yeah, I would say those are probably like the best parts of the movie for me. I liked his character a lot, the way he talked, his half full, glass half full mentality. Yeah, his character I like a lot, but I was already fighting with the singing,
Did you win?
and then when I got to the end, that was just a knockout punch. I was like, I probably would feel differently if they got together.
Oof, no.
The fact that they didn't,
That's what made it.
I was like, I would feel better if I had not seen this movie, because now I have to live with that feeling and seeing what I saw.
Yes. Actual drama, actual real life happening in front of you.
I mean,
That's
isn't
what-
that what happened in was it 5 meters per second? You
Yeah.
know, where like the girl and the guy are like, you know, they seem like they're just gonna be together forever, and then you know
They
they
drift
grow
away.
up and grow apart, and you know they don't even
Life.
talk to each other anymore.
That's life, bro. That's why this movie's great. It hits you with real life shit. Not everything's gonna be great at the end because love. No. That's not life, Randall, right? This is cinema. When realness is displayed on screen. Where the actor you see is gone within the character. Scene. See? Easy. Oscar. Look, no one's saying no. Das. So, what we got next here? Oh, I think it's Kelsey's turn.
Kelsey's turn.
Yes, sir.
What'd
I'm sorry,
Kelsey
Weird
do?
TV. I'm sorry, Weird TV's turn. This is the episode of Were We Right? And we're 0 for 1 now. Kelsey, were
Okay.
we right? Hades.
We don't know for one. You recommended.
He doesn't like it.
In Palm Springs, you recommended these. I enjoyed them.
Oh, I meant me and you, Ryan, because we like joint.
Oh, collectively.
Yeah, because me and you both like La La Land. Randall didn't really.
Liked it. He just didn't. He just got sad at the end. So do you
I said
like
that.
the movie?
I literally just said I would have rather not to seen that movie. I said that like multiple times.
Because it made you sad. Do you like the movie? Yes.
No.
He said no.
Okay, so there
No,
you go.
I don't.
We're 0 for 1. I'm saying me and you collectively. I mean, like as the team that recommend, like hyped up stuff, and I mean, we did the same thing with Hades. So that's why I'm saying we're 0 for 1.
I cannot ignore. I'm not ignoring the fact that the movie was done very well. It was,
Okay.
but as a story,
Yes.
no, I didn't like.
So
it.
is
Gotcha.
it-
Okay.
So is this your Thor Ragnarok, where you can't say the movie sucks, but it's just not for you?
I think that's in line.
Is this my
Sounds
Thor
like it.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Movie?
Because Brian said that he didn't think the movie sucked. It's just not for him. So I would imagine.
Yeah, I would put that in the same category.
Cool. All right, Kelsey. We 0 for 2 here or what?
It was terrible. I beat
Fuck,
the
I
game
knew
in
it.
like 3 hours. Like,
Yeah, I heard you already fucking finished it. I'm so trash at this game. Three times? You already
times.
finished?
Is he trolling you? Or is he being
times.
serious?
I believe him.
No,
He's
I
better
beat
at
it
games
3
than me.
times.
So
No,
like,
I mean, like, is it really terrible? Because every time I've
no,
seen
it
him
was
play,
awesome.
yeah,
It's
I
a lot
like to
of
say.
fun.
thank God. Fucking thank God.
I haven't played it and I watched it and I like that game.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, but it's one of those that's like, it's very repetitive. You know,
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna, and don't get me wrong, like I loved Rogue Legacy, I loved Dead Cells, you know, but the repetitiveness does get a little tiring after a while. I sort of burnt myself out on it. It took me about, I think it took me about 8 hours to get my first full win, and then I played like 1 or 2 more after that. And then the next morning I booted it up for 40 minutes and, you know, just crashed through it 2 more times in a row.
Brian told me the first time you did it was with fists, right?
Yeah, all 3 of them have been with fists so far.
Gotcha.
So all 3 of them have been with fists. But apparently once you beat it, you get this thing called like a pact or
Okay.
something.
Packs
And-
of punishment.
Yeah, and so you can like increase the difficulty, and it allows you to keep collecting items and things. So like, you know, when you go through it and you beat a boss, the first one gives you what, Titan blood, I
Yes.
think. Second one's a diamond. Third one is an upgraded like friend flask. And then I think the
Okay.
fourth-
Yeah.
And then
You're
I
right.
think when you beat Hades, you get another Titan blood.
You get 1 Titan blood per run.
Per
I just
run.
don't remember if you get at the beginning or end.
It's the beginning. When you
get
kill
one at the
Meg, you
very
get a Titan
beginning,
blood,
but I'm
and then
pretty
you
sure
get a
one at the
diamond.
very end too.
I haven't beat the last one, so I know the order is Titan blood, diamond, the bottle, and then I haven't beat Hades, so I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure your weapon breaks, and then you're given another Titan blood. But I don't really remember. I just don't remember any. I remember getting a second Titan blood, but I don't remember if that's like every time or what.
I don't even fucking remember. I just go through it now. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. So all 3, I've beaten it on level 2.
Must be nice now with these fucking
where
Hades
like
speedrunners.
I increased the enemy damage and then increased the number of mobs on a level.
Oof, that must be
and,
fucking overwhelming.
So the third time I beat it, I really should not have beaten it. Like I got shit upgrades the entire time, and I think
You're
it's just
bragging
like the combination of shit that I got. Like I ended up increasing my special damage with the fists a bunch and making them do like frost damage. And then I'm trying to think what the other thing. I got like either weakness or what's Dionysus's the poison.
Frost, chill.
Hangover.
Dionysus is hangover.
Yeah, so
Which is
that's the
that's the
poison
dot.
one.
Yeah.
And when you
Damage over time.
unlock enough, when you get like enough keys and unlock your mirror, you get something that says that you do like 20% more damage if they have 2 things on them, like 2 status effects. And so because I had so much upgraded damage, I kept forgetting that it was my special and not my regular attack. And so I like pumped a bunch of stuff into my special. So I would do like a dodge attack or a dash attack, and then just pop my special, which would apply frost. And then my dash would also drop a little cloud from the hangover. And so he would just always have 2 dots on him. And so I was just doing a shit ton of damage with my special while I'm punching him in the face. But yeah, the game's easy. I mean, it's not very
I'm
challenging.
just fucking hot trash. The level that kills me is always fucking what's his name in the bowl.
Elysium.
Fighting them, both of them, always takes too much health from me. Like I lose a death defied. I always go for bowl first.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Oh, then I'm just trash. Like I got to work on my dashes. That's the thing.
So part of it is, go ahead.
I go for
Shithead first.
His name. I go for shithead first.
Yeah. He's not.
Oh.
Like
With the 2 of them, if you drag the bowl away from the guy, you can dodge his spear really easily because you can hide behind stuff, which makes that super easy. The other thing is that you can see when he's going to do the power slash with the spear.
Yeah, he has like a little circle.
Yeah, and so you dodge away. Also, if you have the deflect, especially on like dodge, you basically parry a lot of attacks. So like when you dash as he's like hitting, you can do the same thing to the bull, and then you know what direction the bull's gonna fight because it's always forward. He does 2 slashes, so you just dodge behind him every time he like gets ready to swing.
The third one, he jumps towards you regardless of where you're at.
Yeah, but that's like super easy to dodge. I mean, you just literally dash towards him, punch him, wait for him to jump, and then dash towards him again.
Oh, for me, it's just happenstance. I'm like, oh, I dodged everything. I lost all my dashes. Guess what's flying at me at Mach speed? The thing that does damage from far away. And I'm like, oh, shit.
The easiest way to get through bosses, it's literally one ability. You know how you get supers per god?
The calls.
The calls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the calls are ridiculous.
Do you guys know what Aphrodite's does?
Aphrodite's is the one that charms and then does a bunch of damage if you max it out.
That works on bosses. If you're about to get hit, you put it on them, they won't hit you for like a few seconds.
Yeah. So it says I think base is like 5 seconds per, and then you can increase it, but I think it only does it for like a second or 2 if you don't upgrade it. And then if you wait until you get all the way up, you get like 2,500 damage to the character, which is a shit ton.
I never go past 1 bar. The second it's up and I'm about to get hit, I use it.
It depends on what it is for me. Like it's a lot better to use like Dionysus's one because it does like it lasts a lot longer and it ticks for a lot more damage. If you get it all the way up, and it hits like way more stuff.
You're not impervious though, so you'll do it and they can still slap you right after the animation. So that's why with hers, immediately says no thank you. On top of that, it counts as a status effect immediately. So you can do that jab now with the double damage and they can't do anything about it.
Athena's is disgusting. It literally makes you impervious and deflects everything for like 1.5 seconds, and then the first upgrade is 2.25 seconds. And if you build it up all the way, it goes for 6 times the normal amount. So like if you can hold on to it, it's amazing. You literally get like 12.5 seconds or more of just standing around beating the shit out of people. Or if you really need to, you like if you're getting ready to take like big damage, you just pop it and then stand there for 2 seconds and crap all over their hopes and dreams.
The 4 that I recommend that I think are the best in the game is Aphrodite's, both Ares and Poseidon because you're impervious while you're doing that. So you can do damage and be safe. And if he's about to swing at you, like with the bow, and you go, shit, just do it, you can't take damage. And then the fourth one is Demeter's because that circle off of on level 1 is so fucking huge that it takes up most of the level anyway.
So
And it
I haven't
chills.
gotten Demeter's yet. My favorite, I think, is probably Zeus's because there's no reason to let it build up. You literally, like, especially if you get Zeus and then whoever gives you the one that's like for the first 10 seconds of a match, you do extra damage.
Poseidon does.
Yeah, so if you grab those two together, you literally walk in. Well, you need 3 actually. One of them, it gives you like 25% of your gauge filled already, so you have one when you walk in. So if
Yeah.
you have, at least that one, you literally walk in, pop it, start beating the shit out of everything around you, and then you finish with the level.
Speedrun tactics here.
I really like getting Athena's the dash reflect.
That's
I don't
my
really
favorite
care
one.
about anybody else's. If I come across something, it's extra damage, but it's not really like anything super great. I rarely use specials unless I get like a bunch of buffs that are really good for it. But most of the time, I just focus on my basic attack because most of the time you're just dash attacking anyway.
The first one to me is useless. I went a whole run without even putting a buff on the special. I just work the body and dash and work the body, and then I dash and I work the body.
If you get a really big one, so like I think my first one, that run that I like didn't get much, in the terms of like buffing, was an epic version of the special, so it just did a shit ton more damage and applied frost. And then like I upgraded it 2 more times after that, and so I was doing like 300 or 400 damage with an uppercut. And so you dash attack, pop the uppercut, you apply a frost, and do a shit ton of damage. There's not really a reason to do it. And then you can kind of reset and see what's going on and move on to the next thing. It also does a shit ton of damage to armor using that. So if you don't get the hammer that says, you do like 900% damage to armor, like it's super awesome to help break some of that stuff.
Oh, I two-shotted armor when I got it yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I had to write it in caps for him just to make sure he got it.
No, at first I just read the armor and I'm like, oh, let me think. And I then I didn't read the number until afterwards. I'm like, oh, it does damage to armor. Okay, whatever. Now look, it said 900%. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? That's the answer right there.
Yeah. The shield is really funny if you get a hammer up front and get the your bull rush has like a crit or does 500% more damage or something, and so you hold the shield. You literally don't have to do anything else but do the shield rush. You like hold the shield when you flash, you run something over, and most things die in one hit. If they have armor, it's basically gone. Bosses are just a fucking joke if you get that with your attacks deflect, because you hold it and you're blocking the whole time, and then when it flashes, you start running at them, and the whole thing is an attack. So everything just gets blasted back at them. There was one time I was fighting Meg, and she did her where she's like
Throwing the
firing in all
projectiles.
directions, and I did that. Her health went from 3/4 down to like a quarter almost instantly because I hit her and did the hit her with a whole bunch of deflections.
Oof. Oof. One day I'll get my first run clear.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you fucking hate this, dude. It sounds like you just don't even give a shit.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know why I bought it. I wish I could refund it, but I've already played 10 hours. So
damn, that's unfortunate.
Apparently you get the true ending after 10 wins. Since 1.0
really?
dropped. Yeah. That's what a buddy of mine told me.
I thought it just unlocks. I thought they unlocked the true ending because they were done making it. You have to beat it 10 times and then beat it again after that?
They give you an ending. Like you leave the boss fight and you get an ending.
Okay.
But every time you get back there, you get more lore and more answers and then more questions. So I'm assuming at some point you're just gonna get revealed all of it.
Oh, so I guess after 10 clears, you've already gone through all that lore. and then here's the bow on the story.
I'm
I think
assuming.
so.
I would
I
imagine that's
haven't
from
gotten
what
it
you guys
yet.
are telling me.
There's
You'll
also
be there.
apparently a whole bunch of extra stuff that I need to unlock. Like you get a bunch of diamonds and you can start unlocking extra stuff. I'm trying to save up for because there's only one other one that I like really want to know what the hell it is. Everything else is like just bonus stuff where like you get money or you get, you know, health or something like that.
Yeah.
This one I think gives you an extra room. I think there's also alternate weapons that you can get.
You don't get that through the contractor. You get that from playing, and then you basically go Monkai, and then it unlocks the last aspect of the weapons.
Yeah, so because I was watching, I think it was Distortion play, and he was using, the bow, but it looked really weird. It was like made of skulls or something. And then I first noticed because the sword that was there was not the sword that you start with, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then some of his attacks were slightly different, the way that they worked.
You haven't unlocked any of the aspects yet?
Okay, so all the Titan bloods that you're getting is used for that.
Oh, that I've done. Yeah, I opened up
Okay.
the for the fists and the shield. I did their first ones, and I maxed out the fist, so I have 15% dodge. By the way, you apparently have to say I want to use this, which I didn't know. Um, I thought it was like passives on the weapon, and then like I went in and clicked on accident, and then it put a little marker next to it. I'm like, this motherfucker. I played like 2 runs and I didn't even know it was a thing until I accidentally clicked reveal on it. Like it didn't tell me anything about it. I just accidentally hit reveal on it and was like, "Oh, this is what Titan's Blood is for," because I had no idea.
Yeah. To use that so you can buff up your aspects. And what was the max level, Brian? You said it was like 5 or 10?
5.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got the dodge all the way up, so I have 15% dodge. And so if you get the 10% dodge from Hermes, I really like a lot of Hermes stuff because of the
It's
dodge.
movement. It's
Yeah.
mobility, yeah.
Have
I
you gotten
really
his
like
keepsake?
do what?
Have you gotten his keepsake, the little passive item you
Where
can put on?
you like give him one of the little drinks?
Yeah.
I think so. I've gotten a lot of them. There's still a few that I need to get because of people I either haven't run into or I've run into them but didn't have tonic to give them.
Yeah.
I don't know who the last fucking person is. They added one with the 1.0. I still don't know who the hell it is.
Oh, you gotta keep playing then, Brian. I got them all. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. Let me just stop you right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's apparently a ton of stuff that I still need to do. Like I still need to max out the friendships with everybody. Still need to
Same.
get the true ending. And then there's apparently some like in the trinkets, there's like a whole bunch of little ones. And then there's like 4 or 5 big ones at the
Yeah, I gotta
bottom.
get that
I have
too.
no idea what those are, how to get them yet. Still haven't really figured out the friendship stuff other than like you just keep giving them whatever
Keep
the
giving them
tonics are.
drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. But I don't know. I kind of burnt myself out. I played for like 9-10 hours
Oof.
on Saturday,
Yeah.
and so it took me like 2 or 3. It took me like 2 tries to get to the second boss on the second level, and then after that, I just continuously got to the middle of the third one, and I either fought the bull by itself and killed it, and then died shortly after, or I died like almost to the boss of the third level.
Yeah.
Probably spent like 3 or 4 hours on that, and then after that, I just kept getting to Hades and either dying or killing him.
Nice. For me, it's always Elysium, dude. Every time I get to that final boss, those two always take chunks of health off of me or take off like 1 or 2 death defies. And I'm like, this is it. Because then I got to Hades, I think it was yesterday? Yeah, I played yesterday. And I got to Hades, and I'm like, if I had an extra death defy that those fuckers took from me, I think I could have made this. But it'd be like that. They're the toughest ones for me. That's it,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely recommend the game if people don't have it. It's definitely a lot of fun. There's a ton of replayability. there's a lot of stuff to do even with fighting your way through.
Yeah.
Trying to find everything can get kind of annoying because it's like it's kind of the luck of the draw if you get get to meet the like extra characters
Yep.
like on each level. But all in all, I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. I think I'm just a little burnt. I'm not really wanting to play something that I have to play like over and over and over and basically do the same thing again. I don't
That
know.
makes sense. For me, the prophecy stuff is what keeps me going. Like I'll pick boons and stuff, even if it's not
Yeah.
for my build, because I'm like, oh, I don't know when I'm gonna get this again, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go clear that out.
Yeah,
And I'm like, well, that's my build.
That was the when I beat it the third time. I was like, this is a shit run. I'm probably not gonna make this. Let's just go ahead and grab this and see what happens. And I ended up completing like 3 or 4 pieces of prophecies,
Yeah.
and then still managed to beat Hades. And I'm like, how? How the fuck did I just kill him?
That's a good run. If you go here just tackling a bunch of those prophecies, that's a good run. It's just
That's every run for me nowadays. Because I'm right now I'm hunting the hammer one specifically. So I just keep doing runs with the same weapons to get the hammer boss for all of them.
Yeah.
I've already
Gotcha.
gotten all the sword, spear, I think the shield,
Thought that was a
all
pole
the
arm.
fist ones. So I just have the bow and the gun left.
Oh, he left the zoning for last.
I just went to when I started doing that. I just went to whichever one had the least amount remaining. I was just doing them like that.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, that makes it easier.
Those shits give you plenty of time. The lore, you actually get story with your roguelike.
I like just pretending I'm the voice actor and reading the lines. So I can do that all day. Just pretending I'm a fucking Olympic god all day. I can do that all day. Boy.
What's your favorite god personality wise? Go.
Ooh. Brian, what are you doing? Holding your fist like that? You gonna fight him?
See if I can send him the energy.
Let him pick his
Because
own. Don't send him your
I
answer.
think he really loves Artemis and
No. Nope.
Dionysus.
Stat wise, those two, yeah. For play style wise, or
Good pick, Johan.
ability wise, Artemis. Personality alone, Dionysus is.
Yeah.
I could see me up in Olympus playing doubles tennis with him. Like he's my partner.
What about you, Randall? You've seen a bunch of the fucking gods already. Which one do you like?
I can't pick. Really know that much about. I only seen.
She does have an owl. Athena has an owl on her. He's like this. It's like a little owl.
Yeah, I don't remember them enough to be able to pick.
Oh, okay. You should get it, man. It's $20. It's only like
Personality
$20.
wise, I'd probably have to say Ares.
Ooh, good choice.
Just because he's like fuck everything, kill it,
Yeah.
I like that he's not an idiot. Like usually in other stuff, they're just like, "Hey, I want to kill things," but he's
Yeah.
suave with it.
Yeah, he's very suave. Like that is a great descriptor of him. I really like him. Poseidon is kind of just too cheery, I guess.
They
Like
made him
he's
Nephew.
yeah, it just I don't know. Zeus is not as arrogant as I want him to be, like because he's literally the top god. Like everybody, well, for one, he's basically the father to every other god,
Yeah.
and two, he's always just been kind of, look, do what I say, or I'm gonna fucking smite you.
It shows when you get duos with him and you read the conversations. So like
Right.
Poseidon will say, "Yo, I'm clearly the strongest god here," and Zeus comes in like, "Oh, what did I hear you say?" I said, "Oh no, Zeus is the strongest god." You hear him like, become a bitch immediately.
I do. That is a cool aspect, like getting the duo things.
Yes.
I wish you could get it a little bit more often. I think I've only
Facts.
gotten 2, maybe 3. I do really like the areas where you get to pick a god and then fight for the other one's attention as well.
That gives me anxiety. As soon
So
as I see that logo, I'm like,
So
nope.
that's a lot of fun, but I've slowly been like moving away from just going to whatever god there is and moving more towards like picking a specific one that I like, or if there's, I'm hoping to try and get something specific from them. Like I really like Artemis's when you attack, it fires an arrow. Because if you're
Oh, yeah.
playing something that's like super
Fist.
fast, like the fists or the gun, especially if you have the gun and you get the hammer that gives you it fires in a 3-point burst, but you never have to reload. Like that was fantastic. I really didn't like the gun until I got that, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is amazing. you know? I really don't care for the bow. I think it's really stupid. It's brain dead. I mean, you could basically just sit off to the side and shoot everything. Um, it's boring. Like I really hate having to like stop, power up, shoot, and then move on to the next thing most of the time.
Yeah, then if you want the easiest W of your life, max out the second aspect of the bow. The one where your first shot puts a marker and then your special all go to him.
Yeah.
Then you would just
close
literally
randomly.
buff special the entire time and just like
Yeah.
shoot and fire, shoot and fire.
It gets. Anytime I'm like, you know what? Let me just feel a W real quick. I just put
Okay.
that on.
It's just, I like the way the game sets me up so everything's random. So I always pick the weapon that has the extra darkness. That way I'm guided through randomness from the beginning I start the game till I lose to Hades again. Like the whole way. I like that whole random aspect. I'm digging it. So like if it says, oh, this one's glowing, that's the weapon I'm using.
So
And then I go with
whenever
it.
whenever you beat it, you're gonna enjoy it more because there's a pact of punishment where it's multiple points, so it's like your mirror, but you put points into it making it harder for you per stat or whatever.
Okay.
There's one that limits your options, so you can pick the 3 buffs. You can
Yeah.
make it so you have one option. Like you can only pick whichever one they don't cross out for you.
I like that. That's
also
that's
like
another level of difficulty. Like, they can hit you with some dumb shit that you don't want. What if you get a hammer and it's like the worst fucking thing that you don't want to use?
That's how I
There's
used to
also
do
a time
runs.
limit version.
I don't want
Where
that.
you,
Time
like-
limit gives me anxiety too. I'm like, yeah, just let me take my time, all right? The Earth is gonna be there when I get there,
There's one that Randall would like if you played this, which is you put
Or
points
at-
into
or
it,
Olympia.
and now the bosses you fight have more techniques added to them.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
So for example, you know how your first boss is one of the sisters?
Yeah,
They
Apparently,
call
you can fight
assists.
2 of them at once too.
they
call
call
assists.
assists,
Yeah.
as in like you have to fight both of them like the bull,
I watched
or is it?
Distortion fight. I watched Distortion fight the green one, and then Meg was the
Murder.
assistant. Yeah, and then Meg was the assist, and Meg would like just come in, and you can't do anything to her. She just literally like pops in, does an attack, and then teleports somewhere else and tries to catch you off guard.
That's
There's
really
one-
cool.
There's one with Meg where it's her and then both sisters come in randomly.
That's
Oh
awesome.
no, that sounds like I'm dying on the first fucking boss.
But it was
Because
definitely
Meg will
badass.
drop. I think Meg throws the Ares blades at you.
No, that's Electo. That's the red one.
Oh, okay. And then what's her name? Fucking dashes like twice and then hits you with that big ass attack at the end. No, that sounds like no. Let me beat Hades and I'll think about that later. Okay, let me first finish the game normally, and then I'll do it like I like that forcing you to, instead of picking, you just bam. This is what you get. I'm digging that.
That's
That
what
I'll probably put it up
that's what I used
first.
to do. So I used to do what you did. I'd pick whatever was glowing, so
Yeah.
I can level up my mirror, and I'd do that. And it was sometimes like, yo, I'm getting what I want. Sometimes it's just like I'm using the gun and they give me the worst one possible, and I'm just like, oh.
Dude,
This is gonna be a
Athena
short
has been
run.
a constant disappointment to me. Okay, Athena.
What?
I just need attack or dash deflect.
Oh, as in what they
your
give you.
special
Okay.
deflects, your cast deflects, and then some other bullshit that has nothing to do with deflect. And I'm like, Athena, I'm going to cut your head off. Like, fuck you.
Like for me, like I think you meant like her entirely. I'm like, no, dude. If I get Athena, I'm excited. I'm like, I might get dash deflect. I
Yeah.
might get dash deflect. I might get dash deflect.
Yeah, but that
It-
energy, you go in and then it's like, nope. Why do I come here? What is your purpose? And then you
And I don't
find
wanna-
her again and you never get the option.
Yeah, I don't want to cry on camera, so I just quickly pick something, move on, so I just don't cry on camera.
There's also one of the packs where at the end of how you beat a boss, you get to that fountain room.
Yeah.
When you get there, you have to discard one of your buffs. There's
You have to do it?
Packs. Yeah, they'll be like, if you put it on, it's like get rid of one of them.
Oh, that's cool too. Yo, can I just play with that? That sounds like it makes it more interesting.
Beat the game first.
I'm trying, okay? I clearly don't know what to do against Hades because I dash at him and I still get hit with a deflect. So I'm like, I'm timing it horribly. My dashes are trash, dude. You know?
I was perfect at him the other day.
We go bragging again. I got two braggers in here.
So
I'm waiting for Randall to buy this and be like, yo, Anthony, I beat it too. Huh?
If you want something that'll actually really help, there is an item that you can get that may, I think it's the lady on the second level. If you give her a drink, she'll give you an item that will allow you to take the first like 6 hits for free from a boss.
Yes, that's true. I think I have that leveled up or to the max already, so I'm leveling up all the other keepsakes as well. That's what I like about playing Hades. Like each run, I'm still progressing something. So even if I get a trash build, whatever, I cleared encounters, so my keepsakes are leveling up. Or I find a prophecy, and then boom, it works. Y'all having like a side conversation here? What's going on?
He sent me a Warframe meme. It said, "My gun is so fine." Then it uses the phrase, "Then boom," and I'm assuming that's why he sent it to it. Man, you recommend this game, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I definitely, especially since I think it's still on sale on Steam. It's like 20% off or whatever.
Yeah, so $20. And for those who have Switch, Nintendo Switches, it's on Switch as well. And boy, do I recommend that too. On the go, Hades.
No, apparently the thing's off.
Oh, it is. Oh,
they said they're gonna do cross save.
Yeah.
So you're not at your computer, but you have a Switch. That's when I buy it again. So when they add that, buying it again.
It's already in the menu in the Switch. It's just a great app. So like, it's not like if they put it, they're gonna put it.
Yeah, they said they're going to. It's just
in case. I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right. Cool.
The second they DLC, I'm not gonna read what it is. It's gonna say you now own this DLC.
Oh, lit.
I love this game. I love Supergiant. If this ever went 623 like Skullgirls, I was like, who wants this?
Yeah, facts.
Give me 1 sec. The cat wants out.
Okay. I mean, we can move on, I guess, from here. I guess I can go to me. Well, he does that, and then he'll talk about Detroit Become Human. I don't know. It'll be really quick on this one, because this one's like a, new Netflix movie out called The Devil All the Time, starring one of the Skarsgård, the guy who plays it.
His name's Pennywise.
Pennywise, yeah. I said it. I'm like, the whole movie, Anthony? The guy who plays Pennywise. Tom Holland, obviously, Spider-Man. Who else we got? The guy from like all the Insidious movies that plays the father all the time. I forgot his name. When you see his face, you're like, oh, I know him. But I don't.
For what? Sorry?
Have you ever seen any of it? Like,
Little Lies?
That's a different Skarsgård.
Oh.
Skarsgård I'm talking about is the one that plays Pennywise.
No,
they're related.
I thought that was the guy that you're talking about in Insidious.
No. This is somebody else.
I don't even know if I've seen.
I think it's Insidious. He's usually in a lot of horror movies. That's why I've seen him in a lot of horror movies. Anywho, it's just a story about a religious family who lives out in, I don't remember where. And bad things befall their family, and bad things keep happening to their family and people around them. Not horror-like stuff, it's just life. Things that are happening. So Tom Holland is like the kid of the Skarsgård, the dad, who's a super religious. He was in war as well, the dad. Comes back from war, falls in love with this girl, has a kid. That's him. Then he has a sister that he's very protective of in school. The girl meets up with the wrong crowd. More bad stuff happens to the family. A new priest is in the town. Bad stuff happens with the priest. Oh, Robert Pattinson plays the priest. Which, by the way, great dialect. Robert Pattinson, it doesn't sound like his voice at all. It looks like it was dubbed over. He did a great job with the dialect and his dialogue. Acting was great. I don't want to spoil anymore. Besides that, just bad things happen, and then you see the aftermath of all the things that happen. With Tom Holland as kind of like a center character with a little bit of backstory beforehand. So he's like a little kid at first, and then grows up. what's his name? Isn't it? Plays the Winter Soldier.
Sebastian Stan.
Yes, he plays a cop in here. The chick from Logan Lucky, the sister of the Logans. The one that's like,
Anthony Bennett.
what was her name? You don't remember her name? It's like, I'm gonna get naked. And he's like, no peeking. And it's, Kelsey, have you seen Logan Lucky?
Don't
Do you
recommend.
like,
The opposite?
no, I don't care, Brian. If it's the curse of recommending when he doesn't watch it, I don't care. Did you enjoy Ocean's 11?
Yeah.
It's very similar to that, but take the Ocean's 11 kind of formula, but put it Southern with like Southern accents and like that whole jazz. It's really funny.
Okay.
And Daniel Craig just being as Southern as possible. Think about what I just said. Daniel Craig Bond just being super Southern. That's him saying,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get naked.
I mean, he was kind of Southern in
Knives Out.
yeah, Knives Out.
Oh my God, you're
But
right.
different.
So you've seen
So
that.
that-
It's this is
that,
hick
like-
Southern.
Wow, you can't say that.
Is that offensive?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Mhm.
Oh well, I apologize to the hicks everywhere. So yeah, this movie's about that. It's not a lot of like action. It's more character driven, like drama. If that makes sense.
Okay.
No, not Logan Lucky. I'm back to Devil All the Time.
Oh.
Logan Lucky is really funny. It's great ensemble cast. You need to go watch that. I recommend that. Let me know if I'm 0 for 3 or 2 for 3 next week. Because Brian's seen it this one. He loves it. So that's why we would be 2 for 3, Brian. Anyway, I think Randall saw it too.
So what?
Logan Lucky.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Okay, cool. So then for Devil All the Time, character
Okay.
some honey on your thighs or what?
What?
So then in Devil All the Time, they have a. That's about it. I don't want to spoil the rest of the what's it called? Acting's fantastic. Cinematography is pretty good. Dialogue's great. I mean, for the town, it's very believable. Slower paced, so it's not like a shit's happening back to back. It's a lot of.
I want some French fries. I don't know why I randomly said that. I just do. But I'm listening. Go ahead.
Randall, what the fuck? What was that?
What was what?
No, we're good. We're good. We got it. We got it, bro. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is I don't get it, but we're gonna do this. I don't even know. What was I talking about?
Logan Lucky.
We good. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Devil All the Time was I recommend it.
You kept saying
but
that you don't want to spoil the
Devil All the Time, yeah. It's slower pace, so if you want to see great performances by the cast, good dialogue, shot well, I recommend it. There's not a lot of like over the top action in it or like crazy plot line twists, if that makes sense. There's a lot of how all these guys. It's basically how all these lives intertwine these specific characters, with the ending being okay. So it's more like, hey, watch these actors do really well. So if you enjoyed watching films for that, I recommend it. If not, you might pass it because slower paced.
Is this Tom Holland's first serious role?
For me, I've seen him, yeah. I haven't seen him the only time I've seen him was in Spider-Man. And this was like a different role. And he did pretty well. I liked his performance, so. And Brender's guns. I don't know if you want to see people with guns.
No.
I think there's freeze frames you can get from this that you can send me later on. Just letting you know. Anyway, that's that.
So you recommend the movie?
I do. For people who like just watching actors perform really well. The plot was fine. Like it wasn't like crazy. It was just a story about this family and all the lives that are intertwined with it and what happens in that town. It has to do with religious stuff too, because the family was religious, but it's nothing like, oh, he's possessed or some shit. Like it's just regular life happening. I don't know why I'm going Southern now. Probably talking about Logan Lucky. That's probably what happens. Anyway.
So he was Southern.
Yeah. But not like thick, not Logan Lucky thick Southern. Like it was.
I was going to ask you who did a better performance at being Southern, him or Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf. Because it's a different type of Southern, again. That's another one I recommend, Randall. Not Randall. Kelsey. Peanut Butter Falcon. some sort of bounty hunter.
Why'd you laugh?
Because I
you.
mistake. Oh. Well, that's why he laughed, because I mistaked his name.
You mistaked his name.
I said Randall at first. Randall.
Are you awake?
For real.
You
like,
need to go to bed. Are you tired?
What time did you go to sleep last night?
French fries, dude.
Oh, that's what it is.
Do you need a Whopper?
I think my body is asking for carbs.
What, you haven't eaten today?
Yeah, I just didn't eat that much. And I went to the gym.
And you didn't eat after the gym?
Went to sleep.
Okay. Got it. Kelsey, I guess you're going to take us home then with Detroit Become Human. Let me know. I think it was Randall's the only person that played this, so is he 0 for 1?
The game's awesome. I love the game. Sorry, you said take us home, and I was like, you haven't gone over DB Dragon Ball Super yet.
Oh my God, you're fucking right. I don't know why I thought it went over that. So you two will do this, and we'll get to Dragon Ball. I'm sorry.
All right,
oh my God, dude.
Detroit Becoming Human is amazing. Like, it's everything about it is awesome. The sounds, the music, the
killing your main character over and over again.
Yeah. So apparently, you get 3 main characters, right? You get Marcus, Kara, and then Connor. Connor is like he's not a policeman or a detective or anything, but he's like a special unit that gets assigned to work with the police to help on cases with deviants. So far I'm 0 for 2 on keeping him alive.
I'm sorry.
The first one.
You're what?
He's 0 for 2. I mean, he's got him killed both times.
I'm pretty sure he's died 3 times.
The third time, no.
He didn't die 3 times?
No. The first one, he got shot in the face because that was not the reaction I was expecting. That was a total, like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay, shot in the interrogation room.
Yeah, the first time was in the interrogation room, and the second time he gets chopped up by the crop thing because the fucking game was like, oh, I noticed that you clicked the input, but we don't care.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because there's 2 memorial things.
Then you immediately watched me after that perfect the fucking fight with those chicks, the cyborg chicks, and not have a single problem. Like, it was like 4 minutes of inputting keys, and I just nailed everything.
But that one time, it's like, oh, no, you missed it.
I'm still salty. Like, this is bullshit.
I mean, and he's still a corpse, though.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm still angry about him dying. Like, I'm trying to calm down.
So you don't get another, like, the story continues if he dies? Is that what happens?
Well, because they're androids, there's like thousands of Connors. So every time you destroy
Connor's a special model. Like, I don't know that anybody else is like backed up like he is. I'm pretty sure because they keep talking about how Connor is a special model that his memory is transferred to each new one.
Okay.
You said he's an android. I didn't like if it was like if all the androids had that ability. That's why he's trying to correct.
I never said that he.
Again, it's how you said.
I didn't even finish the sentence. How can anyone make an assumption?
Because math, random.
Let's just do this. There are thousands of Connors, and so when you destroy one, they give you another. Yes, I beat the game.
Yo, spoiler. He hasn't.
What?
He hasn't beat it.
He figured that out after killing 2 of them.
Oh, facts. So is he at 998 or?
I'd mention that, Anthony.
What?
A friend of mine just beat 80s too, so you're really behind. I just wanted to mention.
I'm bad at the game. What do you guys want from me?
For you to beat the game, like fucking figured it out. Let's go.
Buckle in, guys. It's gonna be 3 years until I do that. So
there's no actual difficulty setting. It's just you change stuff.
Yeah, Hades. That's why I like. There's no go in dumb easy mode and you can just win. There's none of that I know of.
No, there's a way to set that up. It's one option in the settings.
I'm listening really into it.
He's not going to tell you. He can't tell you.
I've looked at it?
He literally looked at it and moved on.
Who am I?
I don't know. He's zoning shit. He's
I don't know
not
why
pressing
you would
easy
bring
mode.
that up. You should make him. Now he's gonna go do it, and it's gonna ruin the game. Like,
It's not gonna
as long
ruin
as
the
he
game.
can- As long as he can beat the game, fucking pussy.
Yeah, I'm trash at it. Okay, sorry. Back to Detroit. My bad. Oh. So you killed 2 androids, 2
So I've
Connors.
killed 2 Connors. Really, really liking. So Connor gets paired up with Hank Anderson, who's a lieutenant, and Hank Anderson's played by Clancy Brown, I think his name is.
That's a good name.
So you would know him if you would know who he is if you saw a picture of him. But I love him. He's awesome.
The actor's called Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, yeah.
He voices Mr. Krabs.
Oh, I know who he is. Yes, I've seen him before.
I remember him from, like, I knew that he voiced Mr. Krabs, but I remember him from Starship Troopers. He's the
He's like the commander or something. I think.
yeah,
it
he's
was.
the commander that like just yells at them the whole time.
Yeah.
Or one of them. There's a lot of them. I think he's the one that whips the main character.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like
his likeness is in this game, or is it just his voice?
No, it looks like him with
Okay.
like longer hair.
Okay.
And so it fits in perfectly. I really love the interaction between him and Connor because he hates androids. And there's a lot of people that hate the androids. And that's like a big thing that's going on is that, people are like really upset with androids because they're taking the jobs and things. And it's similar to the whole like illegal immigrants coming to America and taking jobs. They're
Mhm.
mad at the immigrants, and it's like the immigrants aren't the problem. It's the companies that are hiring them that are causing the problems because they're letting go of American workers to hire these people at a much lower cost who are, just trying to come here and find, a better life because they didn't have a good one in wherever they came from,
Right.
But you're mad at them for stealing your job. One, most of the people that are complaining they're never going to do those jobs. And 2, that's not the immigrants' fault. They were, able to get a job. It's the company that hired them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a similar situation where they're beating up androids, tearing them, from limb from limb, destroying them, that kind of stuff, because they're taking jobs. And it's like it's not the androids' fault because they're just built to do what they're supposed to do. It's all the people that are buying them or the company that's producing them that is causing a lot of this outrage. But they're not focused on that. They're focused on the androids.
It's trash. That's trash.
So,
androids for life.
But they have a hilarious interaction because Connor has kind of like he's not like chipper or anything, but he's got kind of like a chippy attitude with everything that he does.
Okay.
And Hank is like, fuck off, fuck everything, fuck you, fuck me, fuck the world. Like that's just the way it is,
So it's Wolverine and what X-Men would he be? Because it sounds like Hank is Wolverine.
Cyclops.
He'd be like a Cyclops.
Yeah, like Cyclops.
Got it.
Keep your chin up, man. You got this. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, and he's like, no, I'm going to stab you. Leave me alone.
I'm talking about when I say Cyclops, I'm talking about X-Men cartoon 1980s Cyclops.
Yeah.
Apple Polisher Cyclops.
What does that mean? Apple polisher?
Goody two shoes.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never heard that term before. To describe someone.
It derives from like teacher's pet. When the teacher's pet would normally at the first day of school would bring the teacher an apple.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. When you said that was my first thought too. Was the cartoon because Scott's kind of a dick. But they have like this weird relationship, but he's like slowly growing on him, and then you have all these interactions. Like I really love that is like the different things that you can choose from can completely change, the relationship between people. It can cause different outcomes. There's just so much to do. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So far, there have been several options that I've like picked that I'm expect like compassion. Like that's the only thing. That's the only choice you get. Like there's direct, compassion, or something else.
Okay.
Whatever. And I'll pick like compassion, thinking he's like, oh, like, I'm really sorry. This isn't the way I was thinking about it. And then it's not at all what it is that I thought I was going to say. He like, says something stupid, and I'm like, that is not what I was intending to for this to do. And then it causes my relationship with him to go down.
That's a picky thing I had with like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, where I would like, oh, I need to pick this. I can see what they're gonna say, but then the way they say it to the person is like, that's not the attitude I want you to say it in.
Yeah.
Like that's not what it doesn't match. Why
Yeah.
now you hate me. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
So it's like
one of them was like, Hank didn't want to do his job, because Hank's kind of going through a rough spot, and Connor, one of the options was like, I'm trying to get him to like go do his job, and one of the options was like direct, and I'm thinking, he's gonna be like, look, we need to do our jobs, we need to go catch the bad guy, let's get, compose ourselves and go do our jobs, right? And
correct.
he basically was like, look, I understand you have a problem with androids, but I don't fucking care. I'm here to do my job, and you need to do your job. Now get your ass off the chair and let's go. And I was like, that was not what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's like aggressive direct. That's not helpful direct. That's
no. So some of the options you really have to like think about the situation and how the characters act and that kind of stuff to really understand, what's actually going to be said versus what you think is going to be said. But the movement system is the only thing that I really have a problem with, because you're like trying to like move, and they'll sit here and like if this is facing forward, you try and like go forward sometimes or turn slightly, and he's like, okay, and I'm just like,
are you playing with
fuck
keyboard?
Is going on? Do what?
Are you playing with keyboard and mouse?
Yeah.
You think that'll have something? It would have a
I
different.
don't know if it has any. I was just curious as to how you was playing the game.
Yeah, it might be part of it. But there was one spot where like Marcus has to sneak in and steal something, and there's like two guards, and I'm trying. I have like a small wall between me, and they're facing this direction, and I'm trying to walk between the small wall to go to something, and he's like if this is a small wall, I try to go forward. He's like, oh, did you want to sit in here where the guards are that they could possibly see? Oh, okay, we're going over this way. Like, dude, if you had literally just cost me this mission because you don't know how to fucking walk forward, I would have just killed you. Like, I wouldn't care about your story anymore. Go fuck yourself.
Could you again?
Still salty about it. I was thinking for this one. I was thinking for this playthrough, I would probably just try and kill Connor as much as possible, but then I realized that I was like, because he's already died twice, might as well just try and get the whole, let's just kill him as much as possible. But I just completed a mission, where I actually kept him alive because I fucking perfected the inputs when the other one was like, nah, fam, you didn't do it. Bitch, I could see the thing. Like, I had time. I did it. Go.
Does it put you on fail state if you hit the wrong button? Maybe you hit the wrong button?
I think in certain situations it does. But the ones that have like timers.
Yeah.
The ones that have timers, as long as you get the input key correct before the time runs out, it seems like it just it takes it.
Okay, so if you hit the wrong one, it doesn't go up. He failed, even if it's timed.
I haven't noticed.
Got it.
Because I've tried to just hit the right key, and that one was like you have to click and then drag to the side, and I felt like I did that, but maybe it just didn't recognize the mouse moving sideways or something. But the timer ran out, and it obviously killed me. Instead of me capturing a suspect, but
so you're saying there's 3 characters. Do you freely jump between them, or is it the story that drop like, oh, you're done with this mission, it gives you another character, or
story will drive it. There's one there was one section where two of the characters sort of interact, where their storylines kind of cross over, and that was cool because you actually like got to see each other from the different perspectives. You know,
Okay.
like it was like the story was still moving, but depending on who you were playing, the characters would be in different locations than where you originally were. You know, because it's still moving forward. It's not like, oh, I get to see it from her perspective and then I play his perspective. It's literally like I see him and then, you know, I know this is bad. I need to do something, and then it moves over to him and she's already gotten out of Dodge, you know. And I have to, and then I go and check on like where she originally was because my new character knows that she's in like a hotel room or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
I must say, like watching Kelsey play has been interesting and fun because
He's not picking the same thing you're picking.
yeah, like he
Oh, you picked. Sorry.
on two occasions that I can remember off the top of my head, that I was, well, one of them I was obviously clear aware of, but one of them where you have to go pick up these supplies, and I didn't even realize that you can get an entire truck of them. So I was really surprised about that, which I thought was really awesome. And then in the beginning, Kelsey was able to get out the house without killing the father, which
That didn't happen for you.
no, we got into a struggle and the gun went off and he died.
Oof.
But Kelsey was able. So in my story, the father's dead,
You're a murderer, Randall. That's what you're trying to tell me.
but in his story, he's still alive.
He believes in the people, but you're
And
a
he's still a piece of
filthy
shit.
murderer. Oh, the dad was trash.
The dad is
That's an understatement.
super trash is an understatement.
Oh, you should have shot him then, Kelsey. What the heck? You should have just gotten the gun and blasted him. I'm assuming it would have been bad on her reputation or something.
I mean, it's all bad. It all gets spun badly against her, at least so far.
Okay.
I'm sure it would be a lot worse if she had murdered him.
Right.
But you know, there's another. So there's further down the line after you escape. There's a place that you go to that you have to like escape from again. I made a whole bunch of decisions that I thought I was going to absolutely regret that just worked out perfectly. I was like, thank you for taking risks. You know, there was only one that I didn't make a decision on that I kind of want to know how it would have changed the outcome. And it was because he had mentioned about picking up the gun and struggling with the character. There's another section where there's a chance to pick up a gun. It's a shotgun, but I didn't know if it would cause me to like, you know, do something else, do something where I would kill the character. I'm trying to not kill anybody if I can help it right now.
Only Connor.
Do what?
Only
He said
Only
only
Connor,
Connor.
yeah, only Connor. But that's because he's replaceable.
That's crazy.
I am playing on like expert mode, so that if Kara or Marcus dies, like that's it for them. Like that's the end of their story.
But the game adapts to that, and it still keeps going forward, or do you have to redo it?
I'm pretty sure the game adapts because like I'm pretty sure there's a ton of different outcomes for this.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
all sorts of different stuff. So I'm pretty sure they've accounted for that because it tells you, you know, it tells you in when you're setting up the difficulty, there's like just kind of free play where, you know, you can do what you want. The story's going to continue. You can still play the characters. And then there's expert, which is certain decisions that, you know, could kill the characters will stop their storyline, you know, and I don't know if that means that, you know, you just don't get to play that storyline, or if there's certain things that happen throughout the game that, you know, where that character would normally be are just not there and you just get to see it without them.
Nah, it changes the story drastically. Like if they die, then their story stops.
So anything that they would have touched after the fact has to change.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, that's cool. That accounted for that. That's crazy. That's a lot of fucking webs. That's a lot
This
of
is
Yeah,
this is kind of what I was hoping Dragon Age would originally have been,
Uh-huh.
where like you go do stuff and it's like, oh, this whole thing doesn't happen and you get like all this other stuff, to change and whatever. But obviously they didn't do that.
yeah.
Um,
So this sounds like it's actually making getting you excited here. 'Cause this is like what you wanted.
I wish all
I
games were
it's
like this.
do
Say
what?
again.
I said I wish all games were like this.
It's because Randall, the amount if it's as crazy as you guys are saying, the amount of things they need to account for is ridiculous. So that means they need to have scenes made. 'Cause I'm assuming it's mocap, right? Like it's all like
Yeah,
mocap done.
Mhm.
They need to have all of those accounted for.
yeah.
If someone's
they do.
not there and like all that stuff, but he's saying for all games, and I'm like, well, this game is
Oh,
specific
yeah,
for
no.
storytelling. To add that on top of developing like something like
I
Dragon
mean, like,
Age
you
and
still
stuff,
control the character in this game in certain parts.
but there's not AI freely moving around an open world, or it's not like this is toned down. This is just narrative.
Well, there is. There's parts where you get to walk through the city and there's AI around you,
But they're doing what? Just walking.
walking, interacting, driving.
I have to see what that looks
Yeah,
like.
but
'Cause
I
adding
don't know
that
that.
to like a game like Cyberpunk or a game like Assassin's Creed, that's taxing. That's
Not
I
to
don't know.
mention, it's a lot of that stuff it's not really affected by whether or not your character survives or not. Like the little stuff is not affected.
Yeah.
It's the major story points that are, because this is a story type game. And it's also one of the few games that actually does QTEs correctly. Okay.
Okay.
Like-
Okay. But hold on. Explain, because I don't like any of them.
I
The
know.
only
So-
reason why you don't like QTEs is because you don't have the ability to do the same moves that in movement and control that you would normally have if it wasn't a QTE moment. Well, this game is like driven by that cinematic interaction, so
Yeah.
it all like it's like one cohesive thing.
Yeah, the whole thing is basically just a movie where certain so like the very first mission you get, you engage a deviant who is trying to jump off the roof with a little girl, right? He's got a gun to her head. He's literally standing on the ledge of a high-rise building, ready to like fall off. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, end us both. This is ridiculous. And you have to talk him down from that. You spend the first little bit like finding clues, getting some information so that you have like a higher chance of success because you get, more information about him, what happened, what's going on, what's going to come out of it. And so when you're talking to him, you have only a couple of seconds to choose from a list of options based on how much evidence you've collected,
Okay.
what you want to say to him. And even, you're given like there are some predetermined ones that like you just have as an option, and then there's like stuff that you can unlock if you've gathered enough information. And depending on what you say to him can either like, shun him one way or the other, where he's either going to go off or he's going to actually continue to talk to you. That is a correctly done QTE, where you have like the situation requires you to make a split decision,
Mhm.
to actually like decide what's going to happen, and you have multiple choices, not just, oh, press, it's too late. Now they do that because like the fight scene that I had, and especially like chasing the deviant, you can make some split decisions. Like chasing the deviant, there was like you could scan, and that gives you like 3 different routes that you can go, right? And then it tells you safe but slower, fast but risky, and then like, standard, normal detour, whatever.
Gotcha.
And then you choose one of those, and then you might have a QTE where you're running up to a ledge and you need to press space before you get to the ledge so that he'll jump over properly. The
Okay.
fight scene was ridiculous. There were like 55 QTEs where you're having to like, you're literally duking it out with this chick
Yeah.
and having to like block attacks or make a split decision on if you're gonna like stab it, shoot it, throw something at it, kick it, something like that, but a lot of the decision making goes into the situation that you're in. I don't know if it's any easier with a controller. I can imagine it would be because you have less buttons, but it's definitely, I really enjoy the way that they're doing the QTEs in this game.
Okay.
Not like, God of War where you just like press up, fuck, sorry, you missed it. Try again tomorrow. Maybe next time you should know that it's coming. Like, I know you didn't see what button you're supposed to press, so next time you try it, it's not going to matter, but hopefully.
For me, the biggest thing for QTEs, we're back on why QTEs are just horrendous. It sounds like it makes sense for that game because if you fail it, the story moves on.
Yes.
Don't give me a QTE where I have to redo this entire fucking sequence again.
Yeah.
I hate that. So you want me to just hit a button to progress a cutscene? That's going to happen regardless. I hate that.
Yeah. No, this is why I said this is the only game that I've seen that does QTEs correctly, because depending on if you make or fail the QTE, that's why Connor died the second time, because it didn't fucking retake the input. And so instead of jumping over the bale and then jumping onto the roof and tackling the deviant, he was like, oh, I misstep, I fell down, now there's a tractor that's cutting up the grass coming at me. I guess I'm dead, you know? Actually, I think he could have gotten out if I was paying attention, because I think there was a button I could have pressed that would have allowed me to get up, but I don't remember. I think I was just so angry. I was like, what? What is this bullshit? Just saw nothing but red, you know? So, but yes, this game is the only game that I've seen that does QTEs correctly, because regardless of like how far into it you do, it's going to continuously progress the story. I have not run into one that's like, oh, you fucked up, now you have to do it again. No, that's the decision you made.
Yep.
Like,
facts.
yeah, I cannot stand games that are like, oh, if you don't press circle enough or at the right time, or if you don't dodge, or if you don't do this, like, you know, then you're
doing it over again.
Thing. Like this is not fun. I'm not in control of this. This is just dumb, you know.
There's no agency.
It's the same way.
Yeah, Until Dawn, I can definitely vouch for that. Until Dawn. It's like a similar version, but toned down. Like, I don't think it has as many options as this game has, but it's like a horror game that has options like that. And you can be chasing someone, like you said, like you can pick different routes. But even after you pick the route, you have to hit the button to jump over stuff. And if you miss it, shit happens. So, like...
Yeah. So, this is the only game that I've played that actually does QTs correctly, because regardless of what happens, the story continues. You're not having to restart or retry or whatever. Granted, it sucks if you don't get the outcome that you want because the QT doesn't, you know, fucking register the fact that you clicked and slid to the right. But, you know.
It'd be like that. I get that. Because at that point, you're like, man, I swear I hit it. So now I'm just playing a story that I'm like, this would have been different.
Yeah, the first one where he gets shot in the head, I'm like, okay, was not expecting that. That was not necessarily my fault. We'll just move on with life. It sucks because I was like, does that mean that Connor's done? Because like I have the expert mode on, and then he comes back, and I'm like, okay, that's at least good to know, you know. But now I'm like really trying with the other two to not get them killed, and you know, there's one part that I thought I had fucked up and killed one of them, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna have to play a new file. Like, this is bullshit. Like, you know. And then there's another one that I was like literally pissing my pants trying to get out, because if I had missed a QTE, they definitely would have died. You know?
Oof. I think if they ever pour over Until Dawn to PC, I think you would really enjoy Until Dawn as well.
What is it?
It's very similar. Right now, I think it's exclusive to PS4. I guess since you're getting a PS5, yeah. If you get, I'm sorry, yeah. My bad.
Porting it? I thought it was part of the bundle.
It's not the same people who make it. It's not the same people who make it, Brian.
Didn't they brought Detroit Become Human over? What other game made by them?
Beyond Two Souls, where he plays Ellen Page. I don't think it's the same developer, Brian. The guys who made Until Dawn are making the chronicled ones, like Man of Medan and the other ones.
When are we playing that?
I don't know. Brian, you know what season we're in.
October. I mean,
and you know that this is still pre-Anthony finishing Hades, so like,
I don't know if you're gonna do another spooky month thing. So,
no, I don't think we're doing a spooky month thing.
So all in all, I definitely recommend this game, especially since they, you know, ported it to PC. This game is awesome. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's one of the games that I'm really looking forward to playing through again, trying different things, seeing what happens, trying to correct some of the things that I fucked up on, trying to fuck up some of the things that I did correctly.
Hey, Kelsey.
Just seeing what's up.
So you remember how like you were stressing with that scene in the house trying to get out?
Yeah.
There's a scene that's if that house scene was a 10, this is 100. That's how stressful it is.
I don't know, man.
It's like extremely stressful. And this what I'm talking about means that if you don't get it right, these people die.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same way with the house. I'm pretty sure they would have died there too.
Yeah, but
this may just be on a bigger scale, but
yeah, it's on a bigger scale, but it's stressful because the best way I can
Yeah, you're gonna spoil it for him at this point.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
The best way I can explain it is like you can see what's get ready to happen, but you have time to try to figure out how to get around it. That's what's the stressful part about it. It's not like you're running down the hallway and you got to make a decision, and if you don't make the right decision, bad scenario.
I'll go pee.
It's one of those situations where like you know what's coming, and you're in this situation, and it's like you have time to think about it. But the fact is, like the closer you get to that situation, you start stressing out because you're like, if I screw this up, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited.
I can't wait till you get to that part.
I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The most stressful I've been for one of those games has definitely had to be Life is Strange. There's a scene where you're basically trying to keep someone from killing themselves.
And you have to keep someone from killing themselves?
Mm-hmm. In Life is Strange. Jeez. And the sound design, and I guess the narrative to an extent, mostly the sound design in that game, up until that point, left me stressed, and then I got to that, and I just got out of the game, uninstalled. I don't want that stress in my life. That's what that game did. I got to that, and I was just like, nah, this is someone else can deal with this. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I want to see what happens, especially with Marcus. With the way that he's like starting the uprising, and where that goes. What happens with him? That fight scene, dude. Oh my god, I was like on the edge of my seat the whole time trying to push the buttons correctly. And I managed to perfect everything. I was really scared that I was gonna fuck something up. There was one that got down to like the very last second that I managed to pull off.
I'm glad you didn't pull the trigger. I was like, he's going to shoot her.
No, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I want to spare her. I want to see what happens. Because maybe I'll get to arrest them or something.
Yeah.
I am a little sad that I killed that the one in the pit. And then
I think
it was Empathic. I think Empathic was the one that was like, bro, you could have saved her. And I was like, well, too late now.
I just want, if you don't make relations with North on that playthrough, it's just an L for me. Like,
by the way,
Marcus,
what Bryant is saying is true, bro. Not to the extent that he's
relations.
No, not to that extent. But depending on what you do, will determine whether or not like she likes you or y'all get together. Because you can beat the game and she can like not like you could be like in the friend zone, put it like that, or she could be your girl.
With my wife.
Well, that's crazy. That's a weird. How do you say that with wife on it? That's weird. All right. So yeah, you 1 for 1, Randall. Look at you. Shit. Oh, that's what you do? You just gloat?
I mean, I don't expect people to like what I like. I wanted to play Detroit. Like
really happy that Bryant bought that for me for my birthday because it is an amazing gift.
Game sucks.
Does it? No.
No, it's entertaining to watch.
No, definitely should go buy it if you guys don't have it. Definitely give it a whirl if you like storytelling games. But even if you don't really like storytelling games, it's a lot of fun to know, how the characters you get really attached to the characters. So,
All right. Well,
Who's your favorite character so far?
I don't know that I can really pick between the three of them because, I really like Kara. I've loved her since the demo for the PlayStation 3 when they were like, "Here's what the PS3 can do," and then everybody was like, "What do you mean that was only a demo? That looks fucking incredible. Make it a game."
2 generations later.
Yeah, and then Marcus is a lot of fun because I feel like you get a lot more action, and I really just enjoy Connor's is it repertoire with Hank? He like rapport. There it is. Rapport with Hank, where they go back and forth about everything. I like that decisions actually affect their relationship and how they talk to each other and how they interact and all sorts of stuff.
Now, this I didn't do, but Kelsey did it, and that joke was hilarious. So there's a part in the game where you have to go to I don't know what you would call it. It's like
a strip club.
Yeah, strip club.
Or it's a sex club.
But it's for androids.
Oh.
Yeah. So humans go there and have sex with androids. And there's you find magazines and things. And there was one that was talking about it where most people would prefer to have sex with an android over another human. Because whatever reason, I don't remember if it actually said why.
The math.
Yeah. But I asked chat, nobody answered. I was like, Brian answered, but
Brian's offended that you do not remember his answer right now.
But Randall said that he would not touch it. I asked if people would have sex with an android.
Yes.
Nope.
Right?
Yes.
No.
The answer, the right answer is yes.
You
You
have too much faith in technology.
Das.
And when she has a malfunction,
it's not like teeth
and gets hijacked.
Chop it off.
I'm just saying it's a machine, so it can be hacked. And if if someone has some sort of personal vendetta against him,
it's gonna chop off my 1-inch dick.
It could beat him to death. It could rip his arm off and beat him to death. It could do all sorts of stuff.
Randall,
and I would rather not
the butthole can only
be in that
close
position.
So hard, okay?
I don't know what we're talking about, but we're going to move over here. And the point that I was trying to make,
where Randall should be, but he's off screen.
But the point I'm going to make is when I didn't do this when I was playing, but Kelsey did it, and it was hilarious. So he went to the strip club, and inside there are tubes where you can pick. It's almost like a vending machine, but it's tubes where the androids are, and you can go up to them and pick whatever type of one you want, or whatever, male, female, like different looks, hair color, and all that stuff. Anyway, Kelsey goes up to one as soon as they go in there. And Hank was like, Connor, what the heck are you doing? Get over here.
Yeah, I walked into a tube and I was like, I did the scan up and down. And then it showed a cutscene of Hank yelling at me like, Connor, the fuck are you doing? Get over here. I was like,
I'm doing my job, Hank. I'm making sure all these are clean.
That joke was funny, man. That's why I love that game, because I didn't experience that. But
there definitely seems to be a lot of things that you can little things that you don't even think about that you Randall's obviously seen with me playing where you do something, don't think anything about it, and then something else happens and you're like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Like when you went into that, go ahead, Brian.
It's just one sentence. I already warned you, Kelsey. If the girl dies, your channel's gonna get reported.
If Kara dies?
If her
Alice
or Alice? What about Luther?
It's whatever. I don't.
You say you don't care about black people? Is that what we're going?
Oh, snap!
You heard it here first on the ADLR Podcast.
I just realized there are so many intense scenes that he hasn't come across yet. It's just going to get worse and worse. But anyway, what was I going to say?
Hey, look, can I ask you one question real quick?
What?
Why is it when you get excited and start speaking about this, you literally do this? Everyone look at the camera. And then start speaking this way to the camera.
I
Like
told
you're
you
purposely
this.
trying to get away from the camera.
What was I gonna say?
My camera's gonna fall off the monitor. That's how far over I got it.
Something about the sex club, I think.
No. I was gonna say something else.
You say anal's your favorite sport?
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's some hard sporting right there.
You didn't say no.
I don't know.
Okay.
When you think about it, let me know.
In the
What do you
comments
remember, I mean?
below.
It had something to do with a decision that you made that I didn't. Oh, it was when you when Kara and Alice are out in the night, like right after they left the house, and you're trying to figure out where to stay for the night.
Yeah.
You know how you go into that little convenience store? Like I did everything, kind of everything you did, except for like when I had Alice knock over the cans. I immediately went for the cash register. And then I called Alice, and then I left out without the dude saying anything. But on yours, I noticed that he like came out the store looking for y'all.
Yeah. I think it's because I was
I
trying
didn't
to get
even
the
know
wire
that you could
cutters.
pick up. Yeah, I didn't even know that you could do that. I saw that as an option. I was like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, so like, because the abandoned house, you have to cut the fence in order to get into it. And I tried to get the wire cutters, but I didn't want to like. I mean, I think he could like see me, and there were cameras, and you could see where it's looking, and I just didn't want to like take it and have him be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because it was just obvious, and so I had her knock over the cans, thinking I could still do those options. And then when I was like out of time, out of options, it was like, well, I guess I'll just, try and grab the money so that I at least have somewhere to stay. But I really want to grab the wire cutters and go back through and see. Well, there's two things. I want to grab the wire cutters and see what happens when I stay in the house, and I also want to steal the cash again, and then see what happens, because like when Connor shows up to the location, I'm pretty sure he notices her, like in that emergency exit section.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what would happen if I like walked over there instead.
Mm-hmm.
Next time on Become Human.
Yeah,
Becoming human.
it's
Damn
super
it.
awesome.
Damn it.
Speaking of super, what are you thinking about Dragon Ball Super 1 at seasons 1 and 2?
All right, so here's when you have internal conflict, right?
You didn't start that correctly.
I don't know
Also,
what.
Boom.
That's your thing, Brian. That's not my thing.
Who are you?
So the first so huge Dragon Ball fan. Watched Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, GT, most of the movies before Super was introduced. Didn't watch a lick of Super. They're done airing, and I have yet to see it. So then I'm like, oh, finally, I got to my backlog of anime. I'm like, haven't seen Super. Let me start watching Super. Randall told me the first 2 seasons are basically just retellings of the movies, which is Battle of the Gods, which is Beerus, and then the second season is Resurrection of F, which is Frieza's being reborn. Golden Fever, Veggie. All right, that was
Wait, did you watch it in English?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I tried and I
I think I watched the first season in English, and I was like, I was waiting for it to come out, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for the English. Let's just watch the Japanese with subs.
I tried it in subs, so I'm like, let me just hear it, and I'm like, I can't do this to my people.
So I'm the only one here who likes the Japanese.
I grew up
No,
with the
I
English.
love the Japanese version.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the Jap. Like, it sounds like I'm betraying my people
Why?
because I grew. Randall, this from here, I heard the English language. They're family. All those Z Warriors are my family. I know what they sound like. Christopher Sabat, if he walked in, just started sounding like Vegeta or Piccolo, Gohan's real dad. Like, that's the first thing that will come up. Those are the voices of those characters, to me.
So when you said that, all I could think about it was during the tournament when he was like,
whoop.
man,
He hasn't got to the Tournament of Power
whoop.
yet.
any tournament. Like it could be any tournament.
my
There was a
apologies.
guy
Go ahead.
reviewing one of the tournaments, and he was like, "Man, uh, what was it? Gohan like is getting his ass kicked, and then Piccolo saves him, and then um, the guy reviewing is like, man, it's a good thing Gohan's dad was there. I wonder where Goku's at."
That's a common thread here. So yeah, started watching it. Apparently, this takes place like 10 or 13 years after Z. So they retconned GT, and I think they retconned a good amount of the movies prior to Battle Gods and Resurrection of F. So like Tree of Might, Garlic Jr., all those other ones are Broly's, which they remade in Super. Coolers was all retconned. So anything that only happened in Z, Dragon Ball, and then now Super, and the 3 movies that are out for Super. So first season, I'm introduced to Catman, Beerus. Digging him. He's got a very macho attitude. He's a god of destruction. Should come with the territory. Another character introduced, Whis. Also really
Oh
cool.
my.
Oh my.
Whis is a boss. I love
You-
Whis.
I'll get to those people in a second, okay?
What do you mean those people?
I'll to let
Those
you know.
people. We mean those people.
You hate America.
So I guess I'm not gonna go beat by beat on what I miss. There's new characters in here that you introduced in the first season with Beerus, which is mostly just Whis and Beerus. They pick a fight with where Goku is like they show some premonition or something that there's a Super Saiyan God. He goes around looking for anyone that's closest to it. He somehow gets to King Kai's planet. Boom. Goku's like, what? Super Saiyan God? And he wants to fight Beerus. He gets 2-shotted by fucking Beerus. Beerus moves on to the next person. Finds Vegeta. Vegeta's like, what? Super Saiyan God? I don't know what that is. And then everyone just starts licking his boots for like 4 episodes.
What? Doesn't Vegeta know who Beerus is?
Yes.
Like, Vegeta cowers in fear when he hears that name.
I've seen him cook and smile. This is so weird. This fucking series is so weird. Vegeta's doing shit that I didn't. You have that emotion? Like that's mostly him smiling, him like going, "Oh, that's my Bulma." I'm like, you show affection now? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Threw me off. Threw me off.
That pum pum, that Bulma pum pum.
That's hey, whatever gets him going, which is Bulma, obviously.
He showed
And what?
he showed effects in the trunks.
Yeah, he
But
punched
that's
him
like
in the stomach.
Yeah, and like no, I thought he karate chopped him.
That one too. There's
Like
lots
but that was like
of affection going on for him.
But that was
Like-
him being macho. Here, there's animations of the little animation of like upside down circle, like a U of him going smiling. Never happened. Smiling, Randall, like Krillin going Goku, like that on Vegeta's face. That's not normal.
Pretty good at Krillin.
Thanks. Go ahead. You had a question, Kelsey?
I don't remember what season it's in, and it's not anything that's like spoiler, but I don't want to like ruin the scene. It has to do with Beerus and Bulma.
That's the first season. She gets backhanded, and then Vegeta's like, "No, you don't touch Bulma like that," and he just goes ape shit. And I'm like, "Let's go!" And he gets some good licks in there. Like, there's some animation stuff that I thought were like dope. That one was it. He powers up, goes up to Beerus, swings at him. Beerus hits him so hard he's barrel rolling. Mid barrel, he like grabs both hands and then just like uppercuts him up, and all in one shot. And I'm like, this is what I'm here for. You guys up to your fucking fighting animations. Next scene is back to dots on the screen flying so fast. I'm like, this isn't enjoyable.
Did you see the scene where Vegeta has 2 left hands?
Maybe, but I didn't catch it. I don't know what's
2 left hands or 2 right hands. That's how he does the Kamehameha.
But we don't care about Goku. I'm talking about Vegeta while rising, 2 of the same hand. That's why I didn't.
That's my Bulma. Yeah, that's what he said. Sorry, Johan corrected me. Yeah, that's the scene when he says it when the 2 hands come up. I didn't notice it. If that's the scene he's talking about, that way he has 2 hands and that's my Bulma right before after she gets hit.
I don't know.
I was like, yo, where's my gun at? When he hit Bulma, like what? Anyway. So yeah, this is why I'm torn so far for the first 2 seasons. I'm watching the 3rd one now, so I'm getting a different side of Super. But watching these 2 movies turn season, like turn TV shows. I was like, yay, I get to see my characters again that I love so much. And then, oh, it's still the same Dragon Ball bullshit where they have a bajillion safety nets for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy got struck through his chest. Here's a sensu bean. Oh, he died in a very emotional scene. We'll wish him back. So what are we doing? And then the way that Beerus ended was like, yeah, I just needed an ending. Huh? He fucking pretended to sleep. That was trash. Oh, he just missed, pretended to sleep, and now he's gonna sleep for whatever. So then he wakes up later. He still doesn't want to blow you up because what? Because the food's good. Oh,
yeah. But that they actually play that. They show that off. I think in the very beginning.
yeah, but I'm like to the point where like none of this mattered. That movie was Goku gets a new friend. That's what happened that entire season. I guess movie as well. Look at Vegeta. He got powerful. Goku got powerful. Let's just give Goku a new state, and he got a new friend. Oh, okay, thanks.
That's the premise of the show.
And then next season, Frieza's. This one was different because I'm like, oh, I get to see a classic villain come out. This one I thought had a better setup. Because it's like, oh, the Frieza force was dwindling. It was being led by Commander Sorbet. I don't remember Sorbet. And I'm like, oh, there's some backstory. Everybody had names. He had his crew had names. The tall, skinny one that was helping him. The big red dude. I don't know their names now because, well, we'll get to the end. What happens? Nice backstory and stuff. I don't care about DBZ after Cell Saga, basically. Dang, you don't care about Boo? That's crazy, dude. Boo was like Kid Boo was lit. But Namek was a really good saga. Like that, Namek was probably my favorite. But anyway,
Frieza was probably my favorite saga.
Yeah, like the Namek up until Frieza like destruction, that shit was fire, dude. Anyway, so that's why this one I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna come back, whatever. Cool. Like how they get him back, I'm like, that's believable. They still have like it's like the Empire's dwindling down. There's no Vader, and then like the little guys are like, we got to bring him back somehow or whatever. And I thought that was really cool. And then Frieza comes back. And now my problems come in. So apparently, he'd never trained a day in his life. Frieza, I'm talking about. So he's like,
you didn't know that? Yeah, I forgot you didn't know that.
So now they're like, he never trained a day in his life. So let's go train for 4 months against a fucking lackey who's weak as shit. I can fight a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. 4 months. Fighting trash bag man over here.
Well, they also spent.
Now I can fight them.
He also spent the like whatever his time was in the afterworld, mentally training himself. You know, like trying to like.
How did he mentally train himself?
Exactly how it goes.
He cute things yelling at him, telling him good morning. You're not training under that. All he did was yell how angry he was about that was happening to him. Bro, so that I already started going, okay, here we're back to Dragon Ball bullshit. Then the fight starts, and I'm like, okay, I guess he's as strong as him. He's keeping up with him. Golden form. I do like the golden form. He looks really cool in it. I like that color scheme for him in terms of design. Not because of the Lakers, but I get, yeah, I guess Lakers, but I'm not a basketball person, so I don't care. So then that fight was pretty cool. There was some cool animation parts, but then it got back to punching the camera. You don't see any of the hits connect. Them torpedoing across the screen. I'm like, more Dragon Ball bullshit. And then the ending. Two things.
Did you like it?
No. Hot garbage. They made a point in saying, oh, I found out your weakness. That form sucks the energy out of you. I mean, y'all seen this, right? Can you guys correct me, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's the same thing with being Super Saiyan. It takes a lot of energy and stamina to stay in it.
Oh, hey, I am right there with you, my guy. Punchline hasn't been thrown yet. So, he defeats Goku. I forgot what the fuck happened. Vegeta gets tagged in.
Nah, Goku tagged him and he just stopped.
Oh, that's right, because Captain Sorbet or whatever the hell shoots Goku, and he like dies or whatever with a ring gun or whatever the hell it was. And then Vegeta's like, no, you squandered your fucking moment. I'm going to go beat the shit out of Frieza now. Goku's like, cool, man. Let me just pop the sensu bean and watch from the sidelines. Lit. Safety net number 1. And then, actually, no, let me go back because I have another fucking problem with the safety nets. Gohan hasn't trained in who knows how long. He's got a family. He's got a kid. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goes toe to toe with, I don't think it was Frieza. It was like some of the henchmen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Frieza's like, Gohan's dead. That's the point where this part of the episode is like, Gohan's dying in this arc. And I'm like, holy shit, are they really going to do this? Laying on the ground, last breath. You know how in anime the eyes start to glaze over and you're like, no, this guy's dead.
Yeah.
One last shot. Piccolo, the dad, slides in, takes the brunt. Piccolo's dead. I'm like, wow, my emotions right now. Sensu bean for Gohan. Goku gets there at the nick of time and goes, don't worry, Gohan. We'll wish Piccolo back. Why did you show me him dying if all of that's going to be reverted immediately? Why waste my time? Okay, so we're moving on. So thank you, Piccolo, for that heroic waste of time. Because you're just going to be... Oh, let's just start over. Speaking of do-overs, I'll get to that in a sec, too. What was I? Goku gets shot, watching from the sidelines. Spoilers, by the way, but this is really old, so fuck off. Vegeta's pummeling him. Like, I saw moves from Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm like, so this is where they got that move. When they throw him up in the air and he, like, punches him right to the ground. As Super Saiyan, I'm like, oh, that's where they got it. Cool. He does that move, beats him up some more. That's it, it's over. He goes from Golden Frieza to regular Frieza. I'm like, shit, that sucked almost all his energy out. He gonna die. Vegeta goes, starts powering up that blue orb. Pause. Let's rewind. Goku, I found out your weakness. That takes up a lot of energy. Gets pummeled by 2 more Saiyans and goes, ha. Where's my camera? And now the fucking planet's exploding? Where did you find that energy? What was that? Bank of America?
I mean, it doesn't.
You got a
take
deposit?
much.
A withdrawal?
He proved in the Frieza series it doesn't take much to blow up a planet.
But he goes like this and a massive fucking ball comes out. Not.
Yeah, but he's a lot stronger now.
And what did Goku say about the beginning of this fight? What that form does to you? Sucks the energy out.
Yeah, but just because he can't.
Yeah, but
hold
that
the
doesn't
form
mean he
anymore
doesn't have
mean-
any power at all.
Yeah.
Not enough to one punch would have been proud. It would have been like this. You went down from 1 punch to 1 finger, my guy, and an entire planet's gone?
Yeah, planet.
That's trash, Randall. Trash. You're
How?
getting beat down the entire time. When you're getting beat up, energy's lost. You know that, right? If
Yeah.
I punch you straight in the mouth, you're going to be less energy than before.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I won't be able to get up. You can beat me down for 2 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be able to stand stably, but I can still get up. It's the same deal. Like,
Randall,
it takes no effort. Here we go. Go ahead.
you're saying you can stand up, but is standing up destroying the planet?
It's not. You got to understand. For them, it's easy. It doesn't take effort. It's not like it takes a lot of energy out of them to do it. It's real. It's simple. You're comparing that versus them fighting a super Saiyan god.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you
That's
have no
drastically
energy-
different.
That helps
the
my
thing
case,
that-
Randall.
How?
If you have no energy because it depleted from the form, how do you now have energy? He's basically saying, imagine. Okay,
No,
so
it's
hold
not
on,
that he
hold on,
doesn't
hold on,
have
hold on,
energy.
Hold on. Drive your car until you have no gas. Just wait like 5 seconds and then try to drive it again.
Yeah, but
That's
they
not
never
what's
said
happening.
that he like once he uses the he's depleting energy that he is at 0. They never said that. You're
He's
assuming that he's
depleted.
at
You know what
he's completely
depletion is?
depleted.
When something
Randall,
depleted-
he couldn't stand up.
It's more like a hybrid car. If you run out of gas, you still have the battery to run off of. Like it's not just a car running out of gas. He he just doesn't have enough energy to hold the form anymore. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have energy.
It's not two different types of energy. It's energy entirely. It's not electric energy versus gas. It's like, oh, if I run out of gas, I have electric energy. It's one energy.
And
But-
again,
but
he
the
couldn't
comparison
stand
is-
anymore.
You don't
He
know that
was on
couldn't
his hands
stand?
and knees. That
Yeah,
man was
because he was down. He got beat the shit out of, and he was on the ground
Mhm.
in a bad position. And but that doesn't mean that he couldn't stand. He just wasn't. There was nothing else that he could do, and so with whatever he had left, he blew up the planet.
So right there, you said there was nothing else he could do, comma, blow up a planet.
but blow up a
Yeah.
planet.
I
There
think
was-
that's
he
still.
had-
but
there
you're-
was no chance for him to fight back. Like he had depleted enough energy that there was nothing he could do to like actively resist getting his ass kicked. You know, it's like if you're in a fight and you run out of gas, just because you can't like throw your punches and things as strongly as before, you still can throw a punch, but it's not going to hit as hard.
But Kelsey, think about this. I mean, I can show you again what he did. He did this.
I
Pretend
know
I'm
what he
there.
did. I remember what he did.
Okay,
I
so
remember
now
him like just easily blowing up the planet, but he already proved that he could easily do that without doing much in the Frieza saga.
and that
he
was-
made it a little more. He made it a little more.
dramatic.
Yeah, but it doesn't take. He explained that it doesn't take much to blow up a planet, and then so what he did is just using whatever energy he has left in a concentrated ball to blow it up.
And also taking into consideration
Hold on, I
what
got it. I got
Kelsey
it.
was talking about, that's prior to him training. So Frieza is now
Hold
at
on, bro.
least twice as strong as he used to be when he blew up
Namek.
Namek.
Okay. So the way this energy thing works, right? If you have enough energy to, with one finger, explode a planet, me doing this to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, he should be dead.
That's not the same.
Randall, it is because that explosion killed Vegeta.
The
In
explosion
there,
of the
they-
planet killed Vegeta. Yeah, a planetary explosion is much different than him just like touching him with a ball of death.
Again, when you are on your fucking knees and you do this and a planet explodes, the amount of energy to go through the fucking core and explode it, that should be able to happen because he died from that explosion. So the explosion needed to get through to the fucking middle has to be substantial, no?
But the hit is not what was the most powerful, is the explosion.
Okay.
All
So-
he had to do was disrupt the center's core. Like that's all he
Yeah.
had to do. He doesn't have to like cause any major like. It has to be big enough that it obviously disrupts the core, but not something so big that it literally just that it's like on a cosmic scale in power. Like he just has to disrupt the core, and then the core is going to explode on its own.
Got it. I'm not going to argue this anymore. This is normal to y'all. That's just fine.
Hold on.
This is actually the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
This is the summary
Bar
of
none.
our conversation.
And it
We'll
doesn't
do
stop.
this.
It doesn't stop. There's more.
This is
Go ahead,
the
Brian.
summary of what it is. Anthony and I are trying to find logic in Dragon Ball. You guys are just making up shit so that it makes sense to you within Dragon Ball. Is basically what happened.
No, you're arguing that there
Wow,
is
that's
like
pretty crude.
that he's at zero. That just because he lost his form, he has nothing left.
Again, we're arguing with real world logic for this, forgetting it's Dragon Ball. And you guys are
That's
like,
not
"Oh,
real,
this is
real
what
world
happened."
logic, though.
When you depleted your energy, Randall, that means you have none.
That's what they said.
But
and
you haven't
it's-
depleted the energy. You guys are focusing on the fact that he is depleted. It's not a depletion.
Oh, I'm
There's
not talking.
plenty
I'm
of
not
times that
depleted.
you run out of steam, but you can't hold the form.
That's fine. I don't care about the depleting shit. The thing is, you're down. This shouldn't be happening. Period. You are down. You're dead. Not. I got an ace up my sleeve. Planet explosion.
So again,
What?
we'll say
No.
the same thing again, and then we're gonna move on. We're trying to make a real world situation out of
It's just
an
that's.
anime.
You just
and
high
then
five
you
me,
guys
bro.
are
Like, what?
like, this is what we can muster up for it to make sense in a show that makes no sense.
That was whatever.
I'm surprised
That's
that
basically
you.
where we are.
And then but I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
The next part is a little
Just before you
ridiculous.
get to the next part, I'm just really surprised that you feel that way, considering like how much you work out. Because I know you've like bust your behind in the gym to the point where like you can barely walk, but yet you can still walk. Or if I asked you to run, you probably could, because it requires you less energy to run than it does for you to keep working out.
Randall, if I work out my legs and you ask me to run, I'll hop for a couple seconds and I'm gonna say no, I'm not doing this.
Because you don't want to doesn't mean you can't do it. You're really going to sit here and look me in my face and tell me that if you work out really hard,
Yeah.
and I say run, you're not going to be able to run? I'm not saying that it would be easy. I'm asking you, you're telling me you would not physically be able to run.
And this is with the 4-month Frieza buff to fight gods? We're including that too?
Sure, if you want to.
Oh, no, Randall. Okay? Like, no. We're done with that.
How does that apply?
How does what apply?
If a person has gotten stronger, first of all, he was able to blow up a planet effortlessly.
But you guys said you don't need much energy to do that.
That's what he said.
That's what you guys are saying.
No, that's what he said in the movie.
Okay, go for it.
So he's able to blow up a planet effortlessly, right? Without any training. And fight Goku when he went Super Saiyan mode and still keep up with him, even though ultimately he eventually lost the fight without any training. And then he trains for 4 months
Yeah.
and creates a new form.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that he can't blow up a planet like nothing?
No. Not from him getting disastrously destroyed by 2 Super Saiyan gods, Super Saiyans. I think that's the name. I don't know. It blue hair. Absolutely not. You've been beaten to a goddamn pulp. You can't do like this.
He's shown time and again that he can just blow up planets on a whim. Like that's why I'm really confused as to why you don't believe this. Like when he blew up Planet
I get
Vegeta, he effortlessly blew it up by just creating the massive ball of energy. Yes, that's a different thing, but it's not a big deal for him.
Every example that you could possibly give is before he was down and out completely.
He wasn't down and out completely. He was only on his hands and knees because he knew that there was nothing else that he could do. So he did the only thing he knew that would get them as well.
So they wrote in something he can do so they can finish the movie.
Because all those times he blew up a planet, he was just chilling, not doing nothing. He didn't receive a beat down the entire time.
Yeah, but he also didn't expend a lot of energy to do it. He wasn't when he blew up Planet Vegeta, he was just in his regular base form where he just didn't do anything, and he didn't even use a lot of energy to do that. So him, what Randall said, where he's trained, he's got way more energy. Just because he can't hold the form anymore doesn't mean that his energy is completely depleted. It just means that he can't hold the form anymore. I mean, Goku's talked about it with being Super Saiyan and things a ton, and then he was he gets his ass kicked. He's down on his hands and knees because he's starting to get back up, and Vegeta stands over him and is like, "It's over. You're gonna die." And so he did the only thing that he had left to do, which he knew would destroy everybody else as well.
Do you know the differences between every example and this one specifically? Notice when he destroys stuff. So when he destroys Planet Vegeta, was he fighting? Was he in the middle of a big battle where it took everything and then did it? No, he walked up. You rebelled against me. You're all dead. In Namek, this is before
a whole
he gets
race.
cut in half. Does that? You can see he still has the fight in him before he gets cut in half or whatever. The fight that happens where it ends is right after that. He can destroy the planet. Here, and you use Goku as an example, Buu Saga. Once he was done with Super Saiyan 3, which took his energy, literally he could not do anything else. So now Frieza can now plot armor to do something for what? Literally, it's a plot device. That's the only way. If you're looking at it the way Anthony and I are looking at it, which again, we're looking at it with more rationale than Dragon Ball has in the story, because this is just anime Fast and the Furious.
Yo, facts. These first 2 seasons are more old Dragon Ball. That's probably why I like Fast and the Furious, because it's real life Dragon Ball. Go ahead.
We're trying to make sense of Vin Diesel right now, where you can.
You can. After that fucking bridge jump,
Yeah. Whereas you guys are on the opposite side, where you gotta fight. It has to make sense.
It makes sense because it makes sense, not because it has to make sense.
I'm not like pulling junk out of my behind just because like I don't really care about whether or not I'm right or wrong. I'm going based off of history, what I've seen him do, and what I know what he's capable of. That's all my knowledge is based off.
So far, the thing that you guys have been arguing are like extremes. That he's depleted his energy, therefore he has none. But that isn't necessarily the case.
I just gave you counter examples within the show you watched.
I don't know what kind of examples.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku, when he was done holding that form, he was done.
Okay, Goku and Frieza have never been shown to be the same.
And now Goku's is much stronger.
Is he really?
From what I don't know. Okay, so I'm not done with the review. Yeah. So speaking of plot device,
is he really? If you have a guy who that's all he does is train,
yeah,
and he's become strong, versus somebody who has not trained and trains for a little bit, and he is at the same power level as you. How is Goku stronger than him?
Again, we're not.
If they would have trained at the same amount of time, Frieza will be way stronger than him.
Notice how you're saying ifs, Randall. That didn't happen. What actually happened was where Goku overpowers everyone in the whole show.
If that was the case, then he would have beat Frieza.
He did. What killed him was a guy shooting at him from behind that he didn't know was there, or he already done with the fight. He spared Frieza again. That's what got him killed, not strength. He literally said, "That's over, Frieza," and then powered down and then got shot. That's how he lost.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Like,
we're not done with not making sense. We're not done yet. I'm speaking of plot device, Brian. They're like, we gotta make sure Vegeta gets no fucking praise ever. We gotta make sure it's Goku. So, planet explosion. Sad moment. Oh my god, Vidal's dead. Everyone but the people who just happen to be standing next to Whis to experience this so we can get a sad scene is there to cry. And oh my god, hey Goku, make sure next time you send him to the garden. What? Remember that do-over I talked about? That's Whis, by the way. Now let me explain this. Whis, who for some reason is training Beerus. I don't understand the fucking hierarchy yet. I'm going through season 3. I guess I'll figure it out.
Of the gods. Like he's go ahead.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, cool. We got it. They're gonna play a mixtape. It's gonna be great. Back 80s music. Like, here we are. Whis is, but yeah, Johan, I'm with you. Whis is a fantastic character. I actually like him a lot. I want to know more about him. But that aside, that safety net I talked about. Oh, this entire planet's dead. So I know they're sad and shit, but we just did that for you guys to be like, are they really dead? I'm gonna show you guys again. He has a stick though. I don't got a stick. Oh, I got it. This is Whis now, saving the world. And now he turns back time 3 minutes. So it's like, why would he do that? So Goku's fuckface can be like, now you can just go Kamehameha and be the hero the entire time, even though Vegeta's the one that actually wanted to kill him, what you should have fucking done in the beginning. So Vegeta's gonna do it the right way, but now you're gonna take the credit. Cool? Cool. Bam, 3 minutes go back. He sees the same shit's about to happen. He's like, no, Vegeta, get out of the way. Kamehameha, he dies. Happy, right? Everyone's good? We're good. Frieza's dead again. He's listening to banjos and cats and whatever the shits. We're done. Thank you. We saw people die, but they're back now.
If you're upset right now about this, I almost think you shouldn't watch the rest of it.
That's not what I've been told. No, it's not what I've been told. I've been told that these two are the worst in the entire Super. That only gets better. So,
but there is a lot.
But I'm talking about stuff that happens.
They better sort it out then.
Plot armor.
So here's what Funimation needs to do. Before I get to your episode, rewrite it. So when it loads up, it's the correct ones. Because I love watching my characters. I love my Gokus. All they're cool. Shout out to Jaco, I think his name is. Favorite character so far. That man lit. But if this is literally just that, no, then this hasn't changed. Which is not, again, I enjoy watching it for the heck of it. It's my guilty pleasure. But fuck, man. Like, season 3 seems like it's different so far because it opened up with a lot of lore. I'll talk about it when I finish it, which is probably next week, by the end of the next week. But oh my god, I'm so torn. Every time I see an episode and some dumb shit, like there's an episode. Oh no, I have to do this. Oh my god. So this is season 3. This is what I'm starting now, right? One episode.
Three.
Oh yeah, I'm already like halfway through it, but this I have to get out my fucking system because this. Oh my god! So episode 1 or 2, the like the first episode to set up what's about to happen. 2 universes are going to go up against each other. There's 12 universes, etc., etc. All the lore. I'll go over it next week when I'm finished season 3. An entire episode of Goku and Vegeta standing there. It's supposed to be us, the audience, getting all this information in. Whis, Beerus, Champa, the cool female version of Whis, all explaining this to Vegeta and Goku, who are supposed to be the audience. They explain it, no problem. Episode ends. I don't know if it's the immediate next episode or the episode after that. Vegeta and Goku sit Krillin down and go over the exact same shit that we've already fucking saw. With flashbacks. And then credits. As if, oh, you like that episode a lot, right? Let me just replay you the fucking thing. Well, thanks. I forgot from 2 fucking episodes ago. Again, love the show. But fuck, fix your shit, dude. It's been 300 episodes of it before. And now you're just doing it in condensed versions? Come on. Oh my gosh. I do like the new characters they're adding. I like that everything's in Galaxy now. There's deities and stuff. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. That looks cool. Cool. I'd go down that route. Expand that lore. But this whole, people are just magically the same power level. Drop that shit out. That's fucking trash. Remember when Gohan was cool? I mean, but Gohan has like a kind of real life reason why he's not as like powerful. He wanted to not be his biological dad. Where it's just like, oh, fuck my family. I'm just going to go and train. So it's like, okay, shut your whore mouth. He made a conscious decision to be not better than Goku, but I mean, he picked family over. Like,
shout outs to Chi Chi.
Yeah, I mean,
she's like, she told him.
Yeah, and then I don't know where Goten and Trunks are going, but oh my god, Goten and Trunks in the Frieza movie. Okay, so everyone knows here the fusion dance is time limited, right? Time limited or energy limited? Some fucking limit. So what was the point of Gotenks coming? When did they transform? The second they felt the power, and then they transformed and then flew to them? So they got one headbutt in, and then they're done? With that fight? Frieza didn't fight Gotenks. All he did was headbutt a dude, and then... Oh, snap! It's run out. When the fuck did you fuse, then? 2 hours ago? You do it there, so you can fight him. I don't know, bro. Like, this stuff like that, I'm like, what are you doing? Who's making these decisions?
I mean...
And don't say because they're kids. I don't, for the love of God, say, oh, they're just kids. No. I saw the Buu Saga. They did it right in front of the guy. And then, fucking bodied him for a bit. So don't even say they're kids. They knew what they were doing.
But they were there, though. They didn't fly from another location.
That's his complaint. That's why it was so short.
Yeah. Why did you fucking transform and then fly over there?
No, I'm saying that's the difference between the Buu and this one is that one, when they were in the location already, and the other one, they flew there. So they probably made a bad decision, just infused and then flew there, instead of just fusing when they got there. And I'm chalking it up to the only logical thing I can think of is that they're kids.
Get away from me with that fucking...
I mean, it's realistic.
In Buu Saga, didn't they do it at the lookout and then fly to Buu, right?
No, Buu was at the lookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. He flew up there. I forgot for what reason.
Because he was fighting Goku. I think Goku was buying them time with Super Saiyan 3 so they could go tanks.
Yeah, so they could figure out how to actually do the fusion.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna have my nitpicky complaints. I'm still loving it. Like I was binge watching. I'm probably gonna watch an episode or two tonight. Like it's like being a kid again and watching the Dragon Ball people just punch the shit out of each other. Great. But these are like alarming things that I'm like, now as I'm an adult, I'm like, I know how fucking stories should be working. These are crazy, just, plot armor. Like, that's like, nah, that's unacceptable now. When there's animes that aren't doing that now. So, like,
I feel like, so I watched the 2 movies and I skipped the show up until Tournament of Power and I watched that. And then
I heard that's like everyone fucking loves that. That's why I'm trying to get to that.
After I did that, I started reading into what I missed in case anything mattered. And in doing that, it just made me realize how good JoJo is.
You don't got to tell me. Golden Wind is still, I think it's going to be on sale soon, like the season, so I can buy it. I'm like Giordano Giovanna.
It was Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Bleach that made me just think, shonens are all the same bullshit where they do the fights first and then they fill in the story. And then fucking, I watched JoJo, and it's actually cohesive, and now it's just like I don't know. Like,
well, JoJo has to like, they go through generations of a family. Like they handled that correctly too. Like I enjoyed that a lot. I don't know. We're comparing 2 different things. Like at this point, because Dragon Ball was a manga. I think way before JoJo was, right. Correct me if I'm wrong.
JoJo's pretty old.
But JoJo's old as well. Then maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. But like. That's most of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z's story was set in stone, so they can't really deviate. I don't know when Super started, so
they made GT.
we don't talk. They don't even acknowledging it anymore. So like, let's not.
That's the annoying part. GT to me had some good things in it. The main plot point, I think, is where they fucked up, because they're like, we gotta have Goku apparently, so they turn him into a kid. Already there, stop. What I think GT should have been, because Pan's there, it should have been a father-daughter adventure through space. So I think it should have been Gohan with Pan, and Trunks is there because you know how Gohan and Trunks have that chemistry from the future version. And it should have been just them fucking exploring space as a family.
That would have been cool.
Did that?
Phantom Blood is from 87. Oh, okay, so yeah, JoJo's out there. It was really old. Sorry, Brian, go ahead.
That's about it. There's things I like in GT, like the whole baby arc. I like Baby Vegeta. I like there's something else that I just forget. But for the most part, Baby Vegeta, the baby arc was cool to me. And Super 17 was really cool to me.
So again, to conclude on Dragon Ball Super Season 1 and 2 and kind of 3, I'm torn. I love watching Dragon Ball. This is every time a fight scene happens or someone gets struck, I'm hype. I'm in it. But then when these small little fucking details like this, I'm like, you couldn't have overlooked this. Why are you doing this? Like, commit to a death. Remove these fucking safety nets. Like, somehow find a way to be like, oh, the Dragon Balls are dead forever. Or something. Like, make something up. Or remove these safety nets. Make the character's death matter. Make, like, loss matter. Not, oh, we lost. We'll just wish him back. We'll revert. Like, it's a weekly house episode or some shit. Like, I don't like that.
So you feel like there's no accountability.
Yeah, like everyone can do whatever the hell they want, and then they've written a safety net for someone to come back, or they can get healed up, or whatever the case is. And I'm at that point, it's like I'm just waiting for them to fight. I'm just getting hyped for them to fight, because the story I don't have to worry about it. They're all gonna live. They're all gonna keep making kids, whatever, and it's all gonna be happily ever after. And that's just not like I'm there just for the fights then. So the animation needs to be on point then for the fights.
Yeah.
At that point, go ahead.
There's a lot of plot armor throughout the entire series.
Okay.
But the fights get a lot better. Like,
okay.
It really starts ramping up in the 3rd season, and then the 4th season is I think the 4th season was kind of an offshoot.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, and then the 5th season kind of brings it back, and it's just the 5th season is awesome. Like, the 5th season is absolutely amazing.
Like, I'm already halfway through it, so I've seen some fights in this season 3 already, and I'm like, okay, it's gotten better. Like, they're fighting cool new people. I saw Hit. I didn't know about him until like Fighters, and you guys were like, "Oh, that's a super character," and I'm like, "Okay, he looks cool in the game," and now he's just like a stoic fucking dude, just waiting for his turn, and I'm like, he's gonna body somebody, he's gonna
Yes.
kill somebody, like
Yeah.
he looks like
you
he's ready.
You haven't seen Jiren yet either.
I don't know who that is.
Turn
Oh,
on
that
the
never mind. That's the red suit dude in the game, right?
Yeah.
No, you haven't seen him. Give him $20. Forget what he looks like.
Oh, I haven't seen because this is like season 3. I don't know.
The thing that I liked about Tournament of Power is when it feels like they actually experimented. So now everybody's just different color skin Goku. Everybody's like different abilities, and like the different fights you get to figure out how to beat them without the way you normally end fights in Dragon Ball. And
Okay.
Different ability sets.
So like go like JoJo, where everyone had it's like a puzzle how to beat each fucking person.
A little. The idea, except JoJo execution. Right.
Oh, okay.
My biggest complaint has to do with the roster. I guess once you figure out the our home team, someone there I think is missing that should have been there, but for plot reason alone, I know why they're not there.
I don't know what you're talking about right now,
Can
but
you
I
message
guess
me
when I
who
get
it is?
there,
Because I'm curious. I
know
feel
what
like there
you're
were a
talking about.
couple
Don't
of people
spoil it.
there. I feel like there were a couple of people there that really shouldn't have been.
what the fuck is home
You
team?
know?
They're playing baseball.
Because it's everybody from that universe on one team. Everybody, like from different universes, they form a team and they fight for that universe.
Oh, that's what the Tournament of Power is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. So we might see some of the people from 6 again. Okay, that sounds like okay. Now I'm
where
gonna spoil
are
it for
you
myself.
Where are you in the?
In 3,
Yeah.
what's the latest thing I just saw? Vegeta just said, "No, I'm next." To the Frost.
Uh.
I think it's like
Okay,
episode 6
yeah,
or
so
7 or something like that.
So they're like they're fighting in like a tournament style thing right now.
Yes,
Right.
it's
Okay.
6 versus 7 because they want to get the Dragon Balls. Oh,
Yeah.
planet-sized Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
I just finished saying let's cut safety nets, and now they add planet-sized Dragon Balls. Randall,
Do you know what their purpose is though?
not yet. I mean, they said
They
they can
haven't
make a
told
wish.
you?
Like they alluded to, like, oh, we can wish for like destruction of an existence or something. It's because it has more power, so they can do more things. But besides that, I don't think, or maybe I didn't hear a line, but that's all they've alluded to. Like Beerus gave that menacing look to Bulma, and Bulma's like, I don't think we should have Beerus get these Dragon Balls. And then she made the super, she made the super radar. Looks like a circular iPad.
Yeah.
And then they went out to go find it, and that's when Jacko, dude. I like Jacko so much, dude. I don't know why. He beat the shit out of this. He's like a space cop, and he beat the shit out of this guy. And his fucking pose is like, bang. And he has this fucking pose. I love it. I can't get, like, every time he does it, I'm like, let's go, Jacko. Flex on him. He just puts his knee up and it goes, bang. And I'm like, oh, dang.
He's a guest character from an old Akira Toriyama manga, apparently.
This also
just
makes
said
me.
fucking-
I'm also now more. I'm not more upset than Brian, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, why is there 6 Gokus when Super in 3 seasons? I've already seen more characters that should have been in there. Like, what's going on? Like, Jacko would have been a main. Like, that's another person I would put on my team. Hercule, Roshi, Jacko. Like,
So then again, so now imagine a whole tournament of new characters.
and they still put 6
But now we
Gokus.
but now we gotta put slightly obese Goku. I just leaked the next character, my bad.
Damn, dude, yeah, that makes me madder now. 'Cause I'm like, at first I'm like, what's so different? It's just a bunch of Gokus. Nah, bro, you're missing a lot of characters. Like even from like the little bit I'm seeing, I'm like,
Yeah.
the robot
You're gonna
dude. I
be-
haven't seen the fight yet, but there's like a massive Iron Man just waiting for his turn. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. I really just want you to like finish the season and then skip to season 5. Like I am excited.
That's why everyone's
to
like,
hear
yeah,
what you have to say about season 5.
everyone's like loving. That's the Tournament of Power one, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like everyone's loving that, so I'm like, I'll get to it.
Okay, so when you get into it, pretend you haven't seen any of the. Pretend you haven't seen Broly.
Oh, because it takes place after.
No, he doesn't really exist.
Broly takes
Wait,
place after, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
why.
movie
Okay,
takes
'cause I
place
saw the
after
movie.
fight, but pretend he doesn't exist, and then after that's said, I will ask you questions.
Okay. That's crazy. I'm excited to see what it is. Everyone's like, and I'm not saying it's overhyped, but everyone's like, "Yo, Tournament of Power, Tournament of Power, Tournament of Power." I'm
Yes.
like, I gotta see this then. So I'm getting through there. Again, I have my gripes with this fucking series, but it's still I gotta watch the next one, man. I gotta watch it.
I want you to tell me how many times you hear someone say it's over too.
It's over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember those words. It's over.
Gotcha. Okay. I think that wraps it up for me for Dragon Ball. Like, it sounds like I'm really negative on it, but like, I still love it. I still want to keep watching. You know. Go ahead, Kelsey. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to look through these again, and when you start watching certain episodes, I'm gonna be like, no, you need to share your. You need to. I want to see your face when you get to this scene.
We can do that. Like, as this is how we watch Demon Slayer, so I can let you know when I'm watching a specific episode and just put it on Discord. We can all watch me watch this.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
Tournament and Power, I'll willingly watch that with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, just when you get to a certain.
Yeah, you guys are gonna. You guys are like getting too hype. You might say something. You get too excited and might spoil it. I'm good.
I'm wondering how he's
I'm
going
trying to say as little as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering how he's going to feel about the people that's on the team.
He's gonna be.
Is it like okay? Let me ask.
Huh? Wait,
No,
hold on.
No.
Wait, what'd you say, Brian?
Think about the characters. He's gonna be happy if you think about who's on the team. If you think about Anthony.
What that mean?
You think a certain person he's going to be happy with them being on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, he's there for the fight. He's there for the.
Yeah, at this point, it's like I gotta stop thinking too harshly on the. What I was gonna say is it okay? You guys are saying home team and shit. Is it picked like this tournament is, where like they have a captain and they pick their people, or is it like random?
It's not.
It's like whoever is strong enough to be on the team.
Oh, there's like okay, so it's like top 5 of that universe.
Well, yeah, obviously, if you don't want to get erased from existence,
Oh, I didn't know that was on the line. Okay, I didn't know that was on the line. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, like if your team loses, your universe is gone.
I didn't know that. You just said that they're just battling for representing their universe. Like that was like a universal championship or something.
Yeah, that's what the stakes are.
Why would you tell him that? Like,
well, I mean, now I know the motive, so I guess that makes sense.
I thought he already knew that.
I didn't know that. I thought, well, you said earlier it was all the universe and they're fighting for their universe. So I'm like, okay, I thought it was like an all-star game or something. Like where it's like always like the East Conference versus the West Conference or something. So this is like, oh, there's fucking lives are at stake.
No, yeah,
okay.
there's like real risk in this tournament.
Okay, so I'll get to it. I guess I'll let you guys know when I get to season 5, I guess it is, and we'll just watch it on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again so that I can make sure to be like, no, when you get to this episode, I don't care if my wife's giving birth, you need to call me, okay?
Oh my! Johan says doesn't even matter. Colombian Goku dies at the end. Yo, if they had a fucking Hispanic Goku in here, that's crazy. All right, I gotta end this. This is already at 3:20. So yeah, wrapping up. I'm gonna keep watching because I grew up on it. I wanted to be those fucking Z Warriors and be. Oh, there was okay. I will give it the Frieza movie. One area was this Goku and Vegeta weren't there yet, so it was just the regular Z Warriors going up against the people Frieza brought, and that was like it hit me in the heart. I'm like, oh shit, the Z Warriors are doing work. Roshi gets fucking yoked, and he's like killing like these guys. Tien's out there fucking blinding and like doing some crazy hits, and like I'm like, let's go.
When you see this, I want you in your head to hear Jay-Z yell, "It's The Rock."
It's The Rock.
Yeah.
Like they were all fighting, and Krill was at first like frozen for a bit, and then he started like doing his thing. Gohan was doing his thing. That one, I'm like, oh shit, nostalgia. Because it was like the original Z Warriors doing work, and not just Goku coming and saving the planet.
Have you seen the Krillin-centric episode?
When he's a cop?
No. So
I guess not. All I know about him, like it's focused on him, is he's a cop now. 18 is I don't know what 18 does. I don't know if she's a stay-at-home mom or
be the best.
Yeah, she's a boss.
Yeah. Okay, no, you guys are. I can see it in your eyes. You all want to tell me things. So like,
I do.
we're
I
gonna-
want you to watch this show so that we can like discuss it.
Gotcha. I'll probably watch an episode or two tonight. That's it. I got nothing. Again, Dragon Ball Super. It's good. I'm gonna watch it. It's Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. I'm gonna have those gripes. It sounds like from the sounds of it, I'm gonna have my gripes. But it sounds like the fighting sequences are better now. So that's good. That's what I want to see. Animation improving and stuff like that. Like Dragon Ball Broly Super had great fighting scenes. So if it's like, I'm not saying if it's at that level, but if they're heading towards that, then let's go. Because those are cool.
I think
And that's it.
The movie outdoes the show.
Okay.
To me, by far.
Okay. Notable releases this week, people. We got a speed run. There's already 3.5 hours, 20 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Spelunky on there.
Because I put Spelunky last week, I think it was, because it was on PS4 earlier than on Steam. So that's why I messed up. I'm like, that's why I got excited that Friday, because I'm like, why isn't it out on Steam? Because it came out on console first. So now this week, Spelunky 2's out. So I didn't add it on dock, but Spelunky 2's out this week. First one was awesome. 4-player co-op is up to like that, and you can go all the way down to, it's like a roguelike as well, and you can try to get to like the bottom. Second one's out. So I don't know when I'm playing that, but I do want to play that. We got Genshin Impact, which looked like it's also a
actually looks
mobile
really
game.
cool.
A remote play together. Yeah, we can also do that. Yeah, it's like a JRPG, but like open world. It looks like a J action RPG. It looks really cool. I just put it on there just in case you guys were interested in it.
I think it's free
Yeah,
to play.
Ryven's been playing it, and he loves it. He says it's really cool. I just saw that it was on the Switch. I was thinking about getting it, putting it on here so that I could just like lay down and play it for a few minutes. It's got some really cool mechanics to it. It looks interesting, and there's apparently crossplay progression.
Oh, so you can
So-
just like swap between PC or like mobile and your Switch, and it'll
I don't know.
save the. What isn't that cross? That's not what the cross progression is. Like you can save your one save
Dude,
data
I'm
goes
literally
anywhere.
reading you what Ryven's typing in my chat at this moment. So
Oh, I thought you were.
I
oh,
don't
my bad.
know.
Oh,
I'm
my
just-
bad.
If he wants to answer, he says, "Yeah, take a crap playing on mobile, and then exit,
Okay, and then probably go back and
and then
resume
you
on
can
your.
probably get
yeah.
back, and then go to PC." Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
So I guess I could play it on my Switch, see how it is, and then, just log in on my PC if I'm like, bro, this is fucking awesome. We're gonna do this.
Cool.
It looks
Go
really
ahead, Brian.
pretty, but you can't customize your character, so I don't know.
I saw the trailer and it has like the same like the Breath of the Wild game. Remember the Zelda game? It's very soft colors and like soft edges and stuff. So it has that similar art style.
I didn't see anybody with a gun either, so I'm
Okay.
Is
We got Crash Bandicoot. Oh, go ahead.
Is it multiplayer? Does
I
anybody
don't
know?
know.
so. I think so.
Ryven,
it's
do you
like a
know if it's multiplayer?
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
4-player.
friend code.
It's 4-player. Apparently it is. Have to rank 15 and level 20.
I might be like after the intro stuff, I guess then.
All
right.
But it's free. I'm pretty sure it's free to play. So
Oh, okay. Maybe. I mean, well, we're already behind on an MMO, so we can add another one.
yes,
We have-
4-player free to play according to Ryven.
Nice.
See, if he says it, I trust it.
Wow, that's messed
Not
up.
if I say it. I got it.
Oh, we got Crash
Sad
Bandicoot.
memories. But we have Crash Bandicoot.
What
4, it's
day
about
is
time
November
to-
12th?
I'm sorry,
Right
Randall.
after the 11th.
I said what day?
It's a Thursday.
Cyber. Wow.
What did you just say, Randall?
Cyberpunk. Stop, man. No.
Somebody clip that.
Cyberpunk.
He's talking about Cybercom. Let's
I was
Get
trying
that
to say Cyberpunk.
Sure you
Cyberpunk
were.
comes out on the 19th or the 12th.
19th.
PS5 is the 12th.
And what day is that? Is the 19th?
Well,
I
7
don't-
days after 12 is 19. So
Thursday.
it would be a Thursday.
Probably Thursday night. Knowing that game is probably going to release that midnight. Yo, but if you guys want to pick up Cybercom,
What do you mean
You gotta-
Thursday night? Don't you mean Thursday morning?
No, usually if I don't know, depends on what some people
The
they
release
unlock,
day is Thursday.
yeah, but sometimes they'll use that as the unlock time. So it'll unlock at like for like California and stuff, like at 9 p.m. and then 12 for us. So it'd be the 20th.
That
Sometimes.
sucks.
I mean, I don't know. It could be just be that's Thursday. But I do not know. Crash Bandicoot 4 this week Friday, so I'm hyped for that. I haven't played a proper Crash Bandicoot game in who knows how long. And then Star Wars Squadrons, which I've been very curious about. I wonder how that's gonna land with the people who play it, like for users, because that looked really interesting. It's not a full price game, so it's like for people. It seems like it's for like a niche, like people who want to just dogfight in the air with Star Wars vehicles. So I hope that does well because I'm interested to try it. And then for movies and music, I didn't find anything on there, but maybe there's more stuff dropping this week. It's hard for me to find what's a good source for what's releasing digitally. So sometimes I'll go through the music thing and it doesn't say when people are dropping singles. So like I'm like, oh, there's nothing coming out, and then like boom, someone drops an entire album. I'm like, what the hell? That wasn't on the list.
Oh yeah, 21 Savage and Metro Boomin are releasing Savage Mode on Friday.
Oof,
Savage Mode 2, I'm sorry, not just one, it's 2.
that sounds like Brian's gonna have some tracks to add to his.
I'm so far behind, dude, it's depressing.
Oh,
Oh. So apparently Genshin Impact's not currently out for the Switch. That's disappointing.
well,
But I think it is out for mobile. Like I think you could play it like on your phone.
I believe it. 'Cause I think it's out. I might be on, then it might be on PlayStation or maybe PC. You good, Randall?
I think I'm getting a headache.
It's on Steam.
Oh, it might be the light.
I think I'm hungry.
Well, yeah, because you said you haven't eaten anything else. Why do you do that? You wait too late to eat, man.
I was too tired. As soon as I came back from the gym, I went to sleep.
All right.
Too tired, but you got energy.
I mean,
I was
yeah, I
waiting
did.
for it.
Can you tap on the? Can you just blow this planet up and get it over with? And then and I just my editor puts in something on there of us exploding. All right. That's it then. What are you guys doing this week, Randall? Besides eating right now, because you haven't eaten anything.
I'm not gonna eat nothing. What time is
You gonna go to sleep with a headache because you don't want to eat now?
27. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat.
Just eat
Why
ice.
not?
Just eat ice.
Okay.
The way you think you're eating.
I don't
What's
know
wrong with eating now?
why you. Never mind.
You gonna play Crash Bandicoot? I don't know if you're like a huge Crash Bandicoot fan.
I played it, but I don't know.
Love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, man. I
Wait, is
hope
this a new
good.
one or
yeah, it's a brand new.
remaster?
No,
New one.
it's a brand new one.
Oh,
Oh,
So I
it's
hope
only
it's
on
really
Xbox
good.
One and PS4.
What?
It's only on Xbox One and PS4.
I thought it was on PC. You're lying.
No, it says under here. So if you click on the link on the platforms, it says only Xbox
It
One
is,
and
yeah.
PS4.
I thought it said PC. That's sad. Okay, well, I'm about to get on the
I
console.
got excited because you were like hyping it up, and I was like, "Oh, let me take a look at it." And then first thing I see is platforms, bullshit and more bullshit.
Oh my god, my bad. I thought it was on PC. I don't know why I thought it was on PC.
Well, they because they rewrote or they re-released.
The first
Whatever
three.
it's
That's
called.
probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Ugh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get on a console then. Randall.
What you do right now?
Besides going to sleep with a headache, I don't recommend that. By the way,
I don't know.
you're not gonna play anything new. Try anything new. Watch a new
There
movie.
isn't anything that I want to play.
I think you would really, really love Doom Eternal.
No.
You
Really?
Yeah, you.
No.
Why not?
Speaking of which, it's going on Xbox Game Pass this Friday.
I think the guns look cool.
Oh man, they do look good. The models are. I don't got time to gush for this. It's 3.5 hours in. Brian, what you doing, man?
Alright, so tomorrow I'm watching anime, and then there's a big break for ReZero until next year. So after
Oh,
this
wow.
Wednesday, my Wednesdays are free.
Time to game. Oh, that can be our co-op day. Fuck.
I'm down. Show what you think. Hot pussy.
Police
so-
stories. That's probably the best content for us. I'm gonna get you killed.
What is police story?
You play as two cops from top down, like it's Hotline Miami, and you have
Oh.
like different objectives. It's really fun. It looks like it's really fun, and we gotta do God's Trigger still too.
And we gotta do Darksiders, and we gotta do
Yep.
Battletoads, and we gotta do Remnant still.
Yep. Oh, we could probably
Uh,
start setting that up as a Wednesday thing. Go ahead.
Thursday.
We're planning on when we just end this.
Either Thursday or Friday or both. Stream something. I don't know what. My weekends for the most part free. I set up I don't know if I told you. I set up a sub goal for my stream. Is if I get 10 subs, I'm going back to Marvel 3
Marvel
Speaking of which,
3.
that's on sale right now.
for $7.49. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's on sale. So there you
But,
go, Randall.
but
Just
does it have a net code like Skullgirls?
Of course not, but people are doing Discord and Discord Parsec. But if you want the most sublime online experience in a fighting game,
we don't have
just go
time
with
for
us,
this.
dude. But yeah,
Okay.
so Thursday or Friday streaming. What am I streaming? I don't know. I might stream some Dragon Ball. I might stream some single player game I've been putting off because Hades exists. I might just stream Hades.
You want to try
Um,
the Summit? The Division 2, the Summit? The new DLC they added, the end game where you go up the tower?
Oh, yeah. Am I behind in gear or something? Because I haven't played in months.
They didn't add new levels. Like, I mean, the meta might be changed. So like your guns and shit. We'll find out.
I have turrets, Anthony.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So why are you asking me that then?
I'm down for that, I guess. Yeah. Maybe if I'm really not doing anything Sunday, I'll do a Sunday morning Spiritfarer stream since it's been a while since I've done that.
Gotcha.
But that's about it. I'm just.
Have
trying
you
to
gotten
stream
the
more.
true ending in Hades?
No, so I have to do that too.
Oof.
I beat it. I think once or twice, 3 times since 1.0. I don't remember anymore.
It's flexing on me. What they're doing.
Riven says I wasn't impressed with the new season for TD2, and there was a lot of broken crap.
Yeah, that's why I haven't played it yet. But they've apparently fixed a bunch of it. So, and I've been wanting to play the Summit for a while.
What is TD2?
The Division 2.
Oh, the Division.
So yeah, to sum mine up, the whole point: stream more consistently. What I'm streaming. If anyone has any ideas, throw them at me.
You should just stream and slowly remove clothing. Like for 4 hours, take your shirt off.
So just, I don't want to get anything bad.
Please, yeah. I'm like, is he really gonna just take off his shirt?
Yeah. Just try to stream more.
Also, Kelsey's streaming too. So why you just say me?
Well, because he always does that.
And he hasn't gotten caught. What the fuck, dude?
Have you seen those eyes, dude?
Facts.
You guys are lucky if I wear pants.
I put pants on because my camera's wider, so I can't walk around with just underwear.
It's actually a running joke at work that I don't like pants. And my office manager is like, whenever she tells me I have to come into the office, she's like, and make sure you put pants on. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Because if you didn't say that,
goes against my religious beliefs. Come on.
Yeah, like you guys are like, I'm gonna sue y'all. Kelsey, speaking of putting pants on, what else are you gonna be doing this week?
Gonna Detroit Becoming Human on Thursday. Probably at least Thursday. Friday, I might try and play some Hades some more.
Nice.
I started up a new profile for Final Fantasy VII because I've been listening to the game channel, and every time it comes on, I'm like, now I want to play it.
Nice. Are you gonna do a speed run of it or?
No, I'm just gonna take my time and just kind of work through it.
Gotcha. Because I'm pretty sure you know the fucking game inside and out, so I figured you could probably speed run it.
Did you say if you're gonna stream it?
Final Fantasy VII?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I don't know. I don't think most people like watching that game. So
if you do, and you get to the frame after you get Red 13, let me know so that I can pretend I beat the game.
Okay. A speed run for Final Fantasy isn't really fun. You kind of just want to do everything. Okay. Well, then never mind on that.
I mean, half the fun of that game is like doing all the
exploring.
Extra stuff. Yeah, like going around getting like Yuffie, having a shit ton of fun at the Golden Saucer. You know, because you can get if you're really good and you get really lucky, you can get Cloud's ultimate limit break on was it like in disc 1? I think it
Yeah.
is. Whenever you first get to the golden saucer, I don't really remember because it's been forever. But you can get it like super early in the game.
And then just clean slate the rest of the discs.
Yeah, because he does like 9 attacks, and so 9 attacks against anything is usually going to do like either kill
Dumb
it or do
damage.
some severe damage. Yeah,
And that's without crit, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming if he crits, it does even more for each attack.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like you're golden then if you get that. Oh, I see what you mean by golden saucer. That's about it.
Yeah, Dad's in town this week. He's visiting for vacation. I feel really bad because he came down here to go to the beach and it's been raining the last like 3 days.
Yeah, it's been like raining a lot here as well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We had like nothing, and then it just suddenly was like, hey, this whole week we're gonna, just dump all over everything.
That's about right for us as well. Like it's been nice and like sunny, shining outside, and I'm like, I think it's time to cut the grass. Rain.
I'm thankful for it because I just had a bunch of sod placed down, and I need the rain so that it stays healthy and works its way into the dirt, that kind of stuff. My pool is getting ready to overflow, so we have to drain that soon because it's like, so the way it works is fucking bug. There's like, you have it like 6 to 8 inches from the top of the original pool, and then they put like an inch or 2 of cement down, so there's like even more. Well, there's only like that much left before it starts overflowing.
Oh my
And
god.
so either I'm just gonna let it overflow and not worry about it because the guy that's supposed to clean the pool is coming Thursday, or I'll just drain it into the front yard for a little bit.
Gotcha. I completely forgot you had a pool now, so you have to worry about that fucking overflow too.
You should build a
Awesome.
ramp and kickflip over it.
Oh,
I told
no.
all my neighbors what we were gonna do is put a slip and slide that goes into it so that we can run and dive into it
That's not a bad idea, right? That sounds like fun.
until we break our necks. But that's,
No,
At
that
the
won't
end of
happen.
it-
That won't happen.
At the end of it, put a timed guillotine and try to make it through every time.
yeah.
Don't do that. No, we've crossed the line now. Don't do that. People can
Yeah,
die.
I told Shannon the whole reason I married a nurse is so that when I did stupid shit, she'd be able to revive me. And she's
like,
like,
patch
if
you
I'm
up.
not on the clock, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not dealing with it.
Honey, help! Nope, off the clock. You can bleed out if you need to. That's your fucking problem.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I got sloshed at the neighbor's party, she had to work the next day, and she had a long day. The neighbors knocked on the door and they're like, "Hey, your husband can't stand, and he's kind of vomiting all over the place." And she was like, "And? Well, we need to bring him home." "No, you don't. Leave his ass outside. He'll figure it out."
She really said that?
Yeah. They were like, "But there's alligators out here." "Well, then he'll learn better next time. Like, I don't know what you're waking my ass up for. I have to get up at 4:30.
He'll sort it out. I'm sure you'll be fine just sleeping on the grass. Wake up and be like, time to go.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man, that's funny.
So what happened?
And?
Did she come get you?
No, the neighbors carried me across and threw me in bed.
Randa, what part of she's off the clock did you not understand?
I guess I got it now.
Yeah,
Goodness.
no.
All
So
right.
I blacked out a couple of times. Like, there's parts of my memory that I can't really remember. But one was I was in the kitchen trying to speak French and Spanish to my neighbor's mother because
Okay.
she's French, and then and they're French, and I was having some fun with the languages, talking about how much I don't really know, and I think I started mentioning abuela and how she yells at me in Spanish all the time, and then that's when I was getting that feeling where I was like, I need to leave now, I need to try and get home before it just it hits, and at that point it was already too late, you know. And then I remember waking up just barfing over the vomiting over the balcony, over the railing on the balcony, and them like trying to tell me that I need to sit down, and I'm like, I don't want to sit down because if I sit down, it's just gonna make it worse because I'm gonna have to stand back up.
Yep.
And then there's like bits and pieces of me being carried across the the street to my house, and then like I'm skipping steps as I'm going up, and then I'm laying in bed and my wife's nowhere to be found, and then I went to sleep.
You know those openings.
But it's like a 30-minute window from when I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here to being put in the bed, and I have like there's like 30-second windows, you know, throughout that whole thing that I don't remember how I got to certain places.
What, like, did she leave already?
Leave?
Because you
no,
said
she went and slept on the couch because she's like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Oh,
There was what he just described to me is like, you ever play those video games where it's like first person and they're dragging you as a prisoner? Like you turn the corner and you get hit with a gun.
Yeah.
And then the next cutscene is him opening his eyes in one place, closing it, opening it in another. That was Kelsey the entire time.
Yeah, that's the way it went.
Oh my god, that's funny.
It was awesome,
right.
though. It was a great party.
It sounds like it. That sounds like a sloshing good time. Is it a question, Brian?
Why you a bum?
Bitch.
Because I'm homeless. Oh, what the hell was that combo for? The hell?
Yeah.
You wanna add on to it? Thank you.
Cybercom. That's my random impression.
That's right, bro. He's like, yo, when I'm playing Cybercom,
that's
dude.
not what I said.
Turn the stream off already. Yo, for real. Like, all right, what I'm doing this week, tomorrow, Mario Galaxy, because I haven't played that in a while and I want to keep playing. Thursday, probably the Summit with Brian. Tried that DLC out. And then Friday, I'm good. So, and I'll probably be watching Dragon Ball throughout the week. So if I doubt I'll get to season 5 by the end of the week. So I'll let you guys know when I get to season 5. And we'll sort that out. Have a fucking watch party. That's it, man. That's all I'm doing this week. There's videos going up on the channel. Me and Brian played Fall Guys with a coworker of mine and this girl. Mario Galaxy gameplays are going up on Thursdays. Sekiro gameplays are going up on Tuesdays, I think. From the Extra Life. They're just recordings from the Extra Life. I cut them up into episodes. I haven't played them. I haven't played it again.
Next Tuesday, probably not going to be part of the podcast.
Okay.
Because it's my 1-year anniversary with Shannon.
Lit. Congratulations.
I don't know if we're doing it on Tuesday or if we're doing it on Wednesday. Because she and I had talked about originally doing it on Wednesday. But I think something came up and we have to do it on Tuesday. So I more than likely won't be part of the podcast then.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll put in your placeholder art. You'll be here in spirit and in Blossom costume.
That beautiful picture of me in a dress and a wig.
Absolutely.
I'm the woman of my dreams.
You don't have a wig on. You just have the Blossoms thing on, right? Because you in the Blossom outfit from Powerpuff Girls, right?
I mean, I have a wig on in... I don't know which picture you have, but pretty sure most of the pictures of me with Blossom are... Do you want to just replace me real quick? Let me look. Let me pull you up.
Hold on. I don't even know if I
have the picture, Kelsey.
I mean, there's a ton of them. I don't know which one he has.
Oh my god, I don't have it on here. Don't worry about it. I need to put it back on this because this is a new scene collection. Don't worry about it.
If it's just me, if it's me sitting down at the table,
yes.
Yeah, I have the glasses and the wig on.
Okay. I don't remember the hair. I just remember the glasses and the red thing. Anywho, gets Javi to sub in. Yo, Javi, what you doing? Like, you trying to get on next week's podcast? Hit me up. You're my son, after all.
One's Dadler.
Dadler, dude. Oh, the first Dadler podcast. Hello? That's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching episode 111 of the ADLR Podcast. We'll be back next week with, I don't know, probably more Dragon Ball reviews because I'm definitely going to finish the 3rd season, maybe the 4th one. So, and we'll see. Maybe Crash Bandicoot, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what my future holds. I can get hit by a bus tomorrow. Like, I have no idea. So, I'll see you guys next week. We've been... I was going to say we've been like we're like the Backstreet Boys or some shit. We're out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.